Okay, what about now? What about now? I'm just a talking. I got to remember to check my sound before I go live. Let me know, guys. Thumbs up if you guys can hear me. I'll go back up and start over again with my introduction and me speaking to everyone in the chat. Okay, so I think that means you can hear me, Salty Buzzard. Okay, we all good. Okay, let's take it from the top. Hey, Karen. Okay, y'all got to go back to the top. So basically, what I've been talking to myself saying for the last 3.5 minutes is, hello, everyone. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the front porch. How's everyone's Sunday doing? Going? And happy Veterans Day to any veterans that we have in the chat or to any of your extended family and friends, right? Happy Veterans Day. We appreciate the services. Thank you so much. So that's a little some of what I said earlier. And I'm gonna go right on back to the top and speak to everyone again. This time out loud. Hey, Leo lady, welcome, welcome. Hey, Miss Buckeye 99, welcome. Hey, for Grace, thank you for becoming a member for the next 4 months. And she said, I'm glad about it. I'm glad too. And I hope you are enjoying the content that I'm dropping in the members. Um, Hey, lady. I know you changed your name, but you always gonna be lady to me. Hey, Casper. Welcome back. Welcome to the live. Hey, Shan. Thank you for being here. Even though you're in the bushes, always supporting. Thank you. Hey, Salty Buzzard. Hey, Nesto Shakus. Shuffle Walk of Shame. Hey, J Love. Hey, that ain't got nothing to do with me. Thank you, Salty Buzzard, for letting me know that my sound wasn't working. Hey, Golden Pearl. Hey, Karen. Miss Buckeye, you from Ohio? Thank y'all. Appreciate it. That's okay. Hey, Tim Tim. Hey, Sassy Sue. Hey, old bag. Hey, big sis. I said what I said. Thank y'all. Hey, Bridget. Hey, old man Johnson's farm. Hey, Savannah. All right, guys. How's your Sunday going? Do we have any birthdays? I know it's Scorpio season. I've been having a lot of birthdays since Libra season, so I don't want to miss anyone. I want to say happy birthday to you and let the chat also serenade you if you have a birthday today or an upcoming birthday. Okay. Hey, Gigi, welcome, guys. Hey, Eve has many faces. November 14th. Okay, so that's this week, right? Today is the 10th. So 4 more days. 4 more days. We don't have a birthday. Do you have any big plans, J Love? Okay, I suppose Eve has many faces. Hey, name change 412. Sleepyhead. Hey, Miss Red. Who is the sleepyhead name change? Waiting on, okay, Sagittarius, but happy birthday, Scorpios, Scorpion, and many more healthy ones. The Scorpianus, just dinner with family, great. Hey, TD, welcome everybody. Sure, y'all know we're gonna run this. It's about to be a girl fight. Back one more time for round two. because the girls are still fighting, honey. And I just yesterday I was out and about, but I was, I had to catch up. I had to catch up on, what was going on out here in the YouTube streets. And I see y'all girl Angelica is still over there on her channel, honey, trying to defend herself and thinking of a master plan. Honey, it sounds like she over there thinking of a master plan. She may be a little shook or maybe in her feelings, maybe she feeling the heat. I'm not sure, but somebody told me, okay, they hit me up in my DMs, and said go over there and check it out. I went over there. I did not stay long, but I stayed long enough to hear what was going on. That's why I said I feel like they over there thinking of a master plan because of some of the things that have been discussed in other content creators, plus my chat when it comes to the extortion, right? And Kayla being attorney. So maybe it sounds like she may be a little shook over there, and she wants to defend herself. And at this point, if I was her, I would let it go. But can't tell what you can't tell grown people what to do, but I'll let it go. Oh, you a sleepyhead? Okay. My in my Johnny Gill voice. Yes, to all the birthdays and all the veterans. I jumped off the front porch late, so I'm here to catch up. We just getting started, Bridget, so you have not missed much. I was just giving y'all the rundown of what I feel like is going on over there with Angelica. She trying to come up with a master plan. She trying to defend herself. She's giving a little shook as if she's trying to flip the script, right? She trying to change the narrative. She trying to twist Kayla's words. Just in my opinion, y'all jump down in the chat and let me know how you feel. If you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, we're gonna pull up the video and watch a little bit of it so you guys can get the gist of what I'm talking about. Oh no, big sis. She and her sons are delirious, believing the scammer is so holy. Hey, Savannah. They need to get her ready for the jail cell. This is when friends and may not have this a case of friends may not have your best interest at heart, because to me, the advice that they were giving her is not one that I will give a friend or associate here on the YouTube streets. I would be like, just let it go. Um, because at the end of the day, to me, Angelica was the one that was going around being messy. And it doesn't matter if she told the people or she asked the people a question, you brought a subject matter to their attention that they weren't even talking about and that they weren't aware of. So it gives the same type of it gives the same type of ending, right? Regardless of how we got to the ending, who cares that you took a left or a right? Because you ended at the same place, and that was you told people about something that you could have spoken to Kayla about yourself. You were being sneaky. You were doing the same thing that you do with everyone that you build a business relationship with, right? I'll say business is, you know, YouTube is her business. Now, let her keep it up. Let her dig her own grave, right? Because those same people over there, when you were in a situation with those tags being found in Dana's vehicle, those people could not get you out of jail. Now, I have not seen the person that helped her, come up with that match scam that actually did post her bail on her Amex card. I haven't seen her over there. I don't know if she's still there this time. She may be just gonna sit it out, or she's just gonna mind her business. I don't really know what's going on because the two ladies that were up there on the panel weren't her. They were not her. So those other folks could not get you out of jail. So I would, if I was her being out on bond, I would tread lightly. But that's just me. And that's the advice that I would give my friend. Your name has been in a lot of cases that do not cross-reference each other. They have nothing to do with each other. And each and every time is something with you. So you need to look at yourself. You need to take a step back. And you need to figure out if this is going to be your career and how you're going to make money, how to do this and stay out of trouble. Because in all these instances, it's only one common denominator, and that is you. You have been in jail multiple times, you have been kicked out of the courtroom multiple times, and your name is showing up in these documents multiple times. In Nesto's case, she is in documents with timestamps for things that she has done that has been questionable, right? This has nothing to do with YSL. So it's her. And the fact that they're sitting there telling her she's a victim, gaslighting her, telling her nothing's wrong. She needs to file a complaint against Kayla. I don't know Kayla's record. I don't know, if she's ever been in anything, had anything filed against her or not. But I do know that Angelica has. And it's not going to come out favorable for her, in my opinion. But let you sit over there and let your subscribers get you cased up if you want to. Hey, Glorious. That was on the lead attorney the other night. This was on the lead attorney the other night. Okay, yeah, we were live before the lead, and I did go over there, but I told y'all I didn't think it was going to be given what we thought it was supposed to be given, and it wasn't. I didn't think the ladies would be over there because I told y'all before I went live, Kayla was outside at a hookah bar drinking, smoking, and laughing with her family and friends. So I'm like, I didn't see her leaving that atmosphere, that environment to come on the lead. So I will say that I didn't think it was going to go that way, but I did go over there, and I do thank you guys for letting me know about it. Real, you didn't get your notification? And hey, Real. Hey, Glorious. I think I spoke to y'all, but I'm not sure. Someone told her what she did to Kayla is extortion. Right. And it's all in the perception of the person that's going to be making the call on that, right? We can sit here all day and say it's extortion. It wasn't extortion. It's civil, or it's criminal. But it will be up to, if it got to that point, it will be up to the judge or the jury, right? And we're not really legal analysts or attorneys or lawyers or even work in that capacity, right? So I would not give that type of advice to a friend. My advice would be like, you need to see an attorney on your own to see, what you can and cannot say. Should you do lives about this situation, confessing to the things that you've done while you're out on bond? That's all I'm trying to say. She's one of the false prophets that God spoke about. He said, before I leave this table, one of y'all gonna betray me. And I already know who it is. And I'm ready. Okay, I'm not gonna start today because y'all know I be playing, and then I have to remember that my grandma, she doing a heavenly smack on the back of my head. I felt my head go down, and I'm in here alone. But he did say, before we leave, one of y'all are gonna betray me, and I'm gonna move out. Frenemies, you mean friends don't trash, don't already been friends don't treat each other this way. She cannot understand that she causes this mess. I know. And you just can't be a victim in every situation, in every circumstance, right? We may be naive, but I think for me, and I think for you guys that's in this chat, right? We may get fooled one time. What they say, shame on me. But the second time, come on now. Come on now. You can't fool all the people all the time. I would think after going through so much that she would have learned something at this point. It was all the channel. Silverback should stand down, in my opinion, because she is our own bond. And we do know that if you commit another crime, if you are involving in criminal activities while you out on bond, your bond could be revoked. So if I was her, I would be quiet. She is keeping the fire burning on herself. Right. This issue will get you in front of a judge. She loves to be in front of the judge, honey. I don't understand why she can't stay out of trouble at her big age. Filing a complaint will cause her great pain and her freedom of extortion. Kayla knows Angelica love for money, and Angelica fell in the trap of asking for $500. Right. Okay. So Maurice is the gentleman's name. Y'all know when we did the live on Friday, I didn't know his name, and I didn't know that he was the guy that was filming for Law and Crime. So she said she spoke to him about the situation. This another person she spoke to, but she didn't tell nobody, right? She didn't tell nobody about what was going on, even though she spoke to the grandmother, the baby mamas, Maurice, and some other person she said that she talked about to even ask them if it was a good idea for her to even break the story on her channel, right? So it's been about 4 or 5 people that she spoke to, but she didn't say nothing to nobody, right? We already talked about the telephone game. All you need is a good 5 people, right? Because them 5 gonna turn into 10, 15, 20, and 25, and so on, right? And you know the story's gonna change as it grows, as it's repeated, from person to person. But she told he's the one that helped her come up with the amount. He asked her, how much do you normally get paid for something like this? She said 1,000. He said, well, charge her 500. Then you charge her 500, jokingly, allegedly. Hey, bank. Hey, Washington, welcome back. Since Kayla initiated wouldn't fit the criminal definition, but technically it's extortion. Thank you so much, Washington, because you were giving us some great insight on our last live. I appreciate you jumping back in the chat and giving us some food for thought. Well, look like we may be watching 2 court cases in Fulton County, but we at Silverback. Yep, because this is a huge distraction in my opinion when it comes to what's the bigger picture, and these guys are trying to get off. They're trying to fight for their life and defend themselves. I just feel like it's just another distraction too. You agree with Washington, Karen? Hey, Robert, good evening. Hey, Bank. I just think us as Black women and a race period, we need to stop bashing one another. It's so many other things we can be talking about. No shade to nobody. We our own enemy. Hey, pretty Sandra. Yeah, that could be true, but I'm gonna just talk about what I like to talk about over here. And I do talk about an array of different things. And politics, city girls and politics is one of the topics that I love to talk about. And I don't really follow other race news. I really just kind of stick to the Black news and what interests me. But I do get what you're saying, but that's not my ministry. Okay, so let me remove this banner, and I'm going to put my other one. Let me put my little small one on here. All right. I think I may have it where I want it at. I'm not sure. Hey, Janice. Seems to be about just begging for that. Yeah. Somebody said she asked the people to pay her one of her bills, but I didn't stay long enough to hear it for myself. And it was something else the person told me. Let me look at my message real quick. Like, Someone said that she was over there asking for money for a bill, and it was something else. Let me look. It'll come back to me while I'm watching this one. I don't want to keep y'all waiting. Yes, preach. Who are we over here? We research and teaching. Yes, it's not that serious. It's conversational. It's not personal. We don't hate anyone over here. We're just talking. We're just talking out loud, baby. Y'all chatting in the chat, and I'm speaking out loud, right? That's it. We're not gonna fall out. That's why I allow you guys. If you do have a difference of opinion, feel free. Now, if old boy from last time, Miss E probably blocked them. Come over here. We're gonna have to block him because I'm not in the mood to cuss him out today. And I tried to do it like nicely last time, but he gonna have to go. Okay, y'all. So let's get into it. This is from Angelica's channel. Her and her panelists are on here dissecting, twisting Kayla's words to try to fit their narrative and to make her feel like what she's doing is okay. And baby, the devil is busy. Okay.
We here. Here's the thing. We've been doing this every Wednesday. I was about to say, listen, we've been doing this every Wednesday, so please don't pick to.
Guys, we're only listening to this particular part that she's about to say. Now I'm gonna bring it to your attention. I didn't catch it in the right spot, so that's why I didn't want us to listen to all of this, but I just want to bring that particular part. Okay,
Hey,
it's
Bill.
not it right here, and it's gonna kind of bring you guys to what I'm talking about with the state, because there's something
real
that she said that I want you guys to pay close attention to. Okay.
Today to come join the live. We are always here. Don't support when you think it's some tea or it's messy. Be here all the time because we're here every Wednesday and we have a good time on WTF Wednesdays. Listen,
this isn't an attorney. He don't know what a violation is. That too. What is he? What is Mr. Byron?
Y'all are giving me such good vibes because I'm not gonna lie to you. I've had people like messing with me for days about what.
You hear this? She says, "I have people messing with me for days." Okay, listen, keep listening.
Yes, because you've been
have people messing with me for days.
People for days, man.
They think they know what is true and what I done read some time.
Trying to blackmail, trying to get $500.
I thought we weren't gonna go there because see, I was ready to take them.
I was about to let me say it.
Go ahead, baby. I'm sorry. I'm on mute.
Okay, I guess she told them about. You hear? I think what's the name said something about blackmail. I was not trying to blackmail nobody, but go ahead.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is I've had fake numbers texting me.
She had fake numbers texting her. You hear that? Tosh, you heard that?
Yeah, I heard that. You know, we listen to this.
She had fake numbers texting her. Yeah, hear this? She had fake numbers texting her. Okay. Now listen to what she said with what the fake
She never said it was you.
From about 2 or 3 days telling me you're about to be exposed.
So the fake numbers, she said, they said she's about to be exposed. So who? Yeah. Now you listen. Fake numbers text a few days saying that she's about to be exposed.
Yeah. Here we go, trying to shift the blame. Now she done been going around
fake numbers. This is way before, because the day she's live is the day that her and I had that exchange. The same day with the.
Now she been going around the courthouse to anybody that will listen, asking them, showing them the proof or whatever documentation she had, and now she's surprised that Kayla saying that people have been calling her from fake numbers. It doesn't matter to me that she's not saying her name, but I'm just saying you were telling people. So some of those people, like we said before, are telling people, and it to me all started kind of with you spreading the word. Because what Dennis did was he just came on his platform. You was behind the scenes being messy, being a busybody.
The whole, the $500, that was me. Yeah, that was me. But
we know it was you. Now, why would you admit?
But she's saying she got fake texts from numbers, and they say she's about to be exposed. So all of this seems like it was a setup.
Hey, L. Hey, PW. Hey, Black Rose. Hey, Mississippi Shell. Hey, Rat Rat. She's frozen. It's not me. Okay, there she goes.
You get what I'm saying? Okay.
I thought she doing a mannequin challenge.
You're about to be this and that,
Okay, so I can stop there because we're not gonna keep taking his commentary, y'all. If y'all want to see his whole live, you can just go straight to his channel. But I was just wanting to bring that because she's basically saying that few days before all of this stuff supposedly happened, is she got text messages from unknown number, blocked number, for saying that she was going to be exposed. Okay, I'm sorry, Deborah. I was just trying to bring, because one of you guys, we were talking about the messiness that's happening with the state, how they bring in the ex-girlfriend now. So
that's what it was.
You get what I mean? You guys, we just thinking out the box right now.
That's what it was. I forgot the person told me this, but I'm glad she brought it up, because I had drew a blank when I told you it was two things that the person told me that dropped this in my DMs, that the ex-girlfriend came and did an interview with Angelica. I didn't watch the interview, guys. So if y'all watched it, y'all tell me what you guys thought about it. And if you didn't know about this part that we're going to talk about, let me know what you think about this part as well. So now, according to Angelica, that the person that she interviewed, the ex-girlfriend, has now been added to the witness list.
Okay, you are correct. And you also are correct about how it went down, because you said that you went to ask about the situation. You never said that it was actually that situation. Do you remember the conversation we had in the members only? You said you went to inquire about the situation. She said.
So now they just confirmed two things, that she went around asking, okay, prior to Kayla's live on Wednesday with the girls that they do every Wednesday, and that they had a members only live, right? That Kayla didn't know about, because Kayla's not a member, prior to Kayla's live, but she hasn't done anything. She doesn't know what anyone's talking about. She hadn't told anybody. She hadn't done anything. The devil is busy.
In the text, why are you telling people? That, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's how
Because I asked, I could tell you all the people that I asked. His grandmother, when I walked into because I went from, after I got the information from,
to the grandma too.
I looked at it on his computer. I didn't even have the certificate or anything like that. I looked he showed me it on his computer.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw it on his computer,
went
to the by the courtroom in the hallway, and I saw his grandmother there, because she, introduced me to her and everything.
Who is she?
And she was saying how she loved what I did with the music, with the voice and stuff, as she watched the channel and stuff. So then that's when I asked, I said, is blah, 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 blah married? I'm talking about her grandson. And she didn't know what I was talking about. So I left it alone. And then I had asked, I think it was Tasha, not you, Tasha, but the other Tasha.
Just
I
another
asked her.
person now.
They didn't know. So I went back
Tasha.
into the room. And when by the time I got back into the room, that's when she texted me and asked me about whether or not I was going to tell some more people, whatever. And then
yes, it's
then
Angelica.
after that, she called me. And then that's when I explained to her.
I call her Angelica, y'all, from Rugrat. So when I say Angelica, I'm talking about Sylvia. I'm sorry, guys.
She asked me, how did I know about this? How did I find out about it? And I told her the news guy gave it to me and she wanted his number. I gave her his number and things like that. So that's what happened. So I never, keep telling people, I've never put it out. Never. I asked people that was in the court, his grandmother, and I asked Tasha. Those are the people that I personally asked. Okay? I did call the other girlfriend to ask if she knew about it. And because I remember when she was trying to get married to him, her and I was going from the different spots of the courtroom. This last year in 2023. And I helped her go get the form and all that kind of stuff. And they refused to allow them to get married. They wouldn't let them to get married. They said because they weren't going to allow it. They didn't let them get married. So that's why I was like,
we got to pause it right there because she was talking about the ex-girlfriend. the grandmother is so old. So who? I'm trying to figure out is she talking about she was trying to help Kayla do the paperwork? Because we know she know about marriages, honey, because she know she do the green card marriage over there, honey. So maybe she an expert in all things marriages. I don't know. But who? She didn't put a name on it, y'all. Help me. Help me piece this together. Because she just told us. We heard it out of her very own mouth. I know my country voice is speaking as well, but I think y'all know the difference. Okay. She said she tried to help her with her documents, her paperwork, assist in someone marrying him, her marrying him. But the people said denied. They wouldn't let her do it. Who is her? Who is she? She didn't put a name on it. Somebody help me. And I see Shannon fell out the bushes.
How is that possible when they would not allow her to marry him? So that's why the question was coming out of me. Not because I was trying to be messy. I was just trying to get the facts and understand exactly what was happening. You get what I'm saying? So
if it's Kayla that she's speaking of, again, I go back to my original question from my very first live about this discussion. If she is Kayla and she felt comfortable coming to you, assisting her in getting all these things done so she can marry him, why, when you heard that they were married from the cameraman Maurice, you did not go back to her? Kayla. That's all I want to know. If you wasn't trying to be messy. Because it seems like if I felt comfortable enough to come to you and ask you for help with the same thing that you're going around gossiping about, why can't you bring it back to me, the source?
But because I even said to her, you telling me not to say anything, and all these other people is all over the place. And I sent her a copy of the thing from Rough Rider. Then I sent a thing from somebody that did it on Twitter. And I'm like, okay, you stopping me from doing it. And then she asked me, the question about what would stop me. And I said the $500, which
hey, Miss Paul.
Y'all heard Maurice, how that came about. Because me and Maurice was joking about it in the media room. And that's when she says, then he told me, he says, well, how much you make, how much, if this went viral, how much we make about? I said about $1,000. He says, well, ask her for 500. So that's what I did. I put in the 500. That's what that came from. That it was nothing was going to be done. You asked CMT. I said I was not going to put it out. CMT, my proof. Okay. CMT right there. She's my proof. I did not put it out. And people keep coming at me saying, I did this and I did that. And that's the thing that's disheartening about this whole thing.
I'll run it back.
I did not put it out. Nothing would have been known
you,
if
Allie.
she did not go on her live and said something about it. And when I was in her bushes and I heard her mention about it, I said, hold up for a minute.
Okay, so we think it's the ex-girlfriend.
Throw me under the bus. Let me go show my text message of what was said. That's why I put the text messages out, y'all. Because I did not put it out at all. Now I wish I would have put it out, because at least I would have got in trouble for something that I did. You get what I'm saying?
In Kayla's defense, when Kayla said that I even have someone, and this may not be her words verbatim, I'm paraphrasing, try to extort me for $500. She did not put a name on it. She got in her feelings and went and dropped her messages. And that's when people knew, if you was assuming, speculating, being messy, you knew when Angelica put the messages out, because Kayla just said someone. She didn't put a name on it.
But for me to get all this backlash on something I did not put out.
But you did.
Right there. CMT says, so I even sent Sylvia a text message and said,
that's another person that knew about it.
I didn't put it out. Never did I put it out. I was just upset because everybody's saying all this stuff about me. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Okay,
I got to defend myself. That's what happened. So all this extra stuff that's you go and be her business, none of your business. No, I asked the person that's in the family, was it true? Because they were, that's it.
Well, I just want to say on a legal referendum, since she chose to want to go on live and try to make it like she was extorted, and then now people are actually adding your name to this extortion comment. Mm-hmm. She just wrote a check that her hind parts can't cash, because now she just opened up where you can litigate her hind parts for defamation of character. Why? Because you have lost people that want to come to your channel, which means you have lost individuals that want to or will allow you to make more income. The moment that she said that you extorted her for $500, and then I am on your live and I'm listening and reading what you're reading from your text message, and she is the person who initiated the call.
She reached out to me first, because I talked to the grandmother, and then she got, are you going to tell, who else are you going to tell about this? I'm like, who? So I guess the grandmother must have said something to her about it, and that's why she came back to me. And I'm like, I wasn't going to be doing that, but okay, since you, Maurice, I'm telling you, Maurice is my witness. We was at the table, and I said, well, so she's asking me about, what can she pay me or whatever. I said something like that to him, and he's joking and says, ask him $500. I said, okay, so then I typed up, and then I never put it out. I never got any money. It was just a joke from my side anyway.
A joke or not, at the end of the day, this is your bread and butter. This is how you make your money. You are a citizen journalist. You are a journalist. Yes, you deliver what people would like to know in the community. And you do it on your own platform. Mm-hmm. She should be grateful. The mere fact that she's trying to smear you to try to make herself look better, it takes for people that are educated to actually sit back and say, wait a minute, something isn't right here. For her to be coming after you the way that she is, I feel like she wanted this to come out, but she's trying to make herself look like a victim.
Then there's the other thing too. At this point, this is how I found out that supposedly somebody named Courtney is the one that got my Rule 22 modified. I'm like, seeing all this stuff, my enemies are just like popping up. I'm like, what the hell is this? I was like, hey, what is, I was asking God, what is this that, like, I'm the bandit. I'm the bad, terrible person. Now all my ops, they jumped on the bandwagon. I saw videos on top of videos. That's why I was like, that must be Beyonce, because it's like, man, you type up Infamous Sylvia right now, you see over 30 videos done on me. And I'm like,
yeah. Yes, but and that's taken away from your money. That's taken away from potential income. I hope you don't let this go, Miss Sylvia, because she's She's throwing rocks and hiding her hands, is what my grandma would say from being from the South. That's what it looks like.
And every platform, IG, Twitter, X, what's that other thing?
Yeah,
TikTok,
she did.
all
In
of them
my opinion,
had my name. Had my name. It's like Sylvia, and then I did not put it out. The conversation I had was with the grandmother and one other person. So how is it all of a sudden that, you know, and I was trying to protect myself, because when she went on her platform and they started talking about people trying to extort and people trying to blackmail, I'm like, I do that. But then you have big platform doing a survey of did Sylvia extort this person? But I'm like, making me look like the worst person in the world. You know, they already call me scammer.
Thank you, Washington.
Like constantly my name just being dragged. I'm like, Lord, what now, Father? You know what I'm saying? That's why
the favor over your life, Miss Sylvia.
It became too much for me. Too much. You know, it's like enough is enough.
Oh yeah.
And we're not going to dwell too much on this, Sylvia, because we don't want to take you back to that place. I understand where you're coming from, but you don't dwell too much on it, because it'll take you to a place where you already came from.
I want to address this part right here.
But you have to address it too,
no, I'm the one, every time somebody comment in my channel, I always say, do not talk bad about her. Do not say stuff about her. But I found out through all of this, that was doing stuff behind my back to get me off. There were people who contacted me from the state and told me that she was doing stuff to get me out of that courtroom. That's what I said. Now I found out why you did certain things. Now, I thought she was a friend.
I'm not sure.
You guys talking about, yeah, what I did to her. No, I talked to the grandmother. I didn't talk to nobody else. Nobody knew what I was doing. But y'all ready to jump on that bandwagon because it's something about Sylvia, and you want to just tear me down,
She don't even understand. It's sad.
This is why I try to understand, try to figure out why these people want to just tear me down.
Because you have favor. You are put in a position they wish to have. She is an attorney, and she still isn't sitting in a bracket that you are. It's a purpose. You have a purpose, and she wished that she could sit where you're sitting at. That's to true. Endure what you have endured with the following, with the content, with the consistency of your following, of your chat, of your march. She wished. If you listen to half the things that lady said, it's because she is jealous of you. That's why when you were sitting in your closet, now she's sitting in her closet.
One of the things also is that your things that you have been saying have remained constant throughout the whole process. It has never changed. The story with the other party has changed over and over and over, because even on TikTok, the story has changed to numerous different things. Your story has remained the same. You have not faltered. You said, you asked, the person said you told. There's two different stories, but your story and what you have said has remained constant the entire time. So that's where.
Am I missing something with Kayla saying you told something, and then the Kayla saying you asked something? Because the pronoun, the person that is before you is is Angelica. So it doesn't matter if Angelica asked her or Angelica told her. The conversation was initiated by Angelica. I don't get how that is so like this just broke the case, like Kayla's lying. It doesn't take away from the person that just sat here and admitted that they went around to all these different people themselves asking. Because when she asked, she told them some information that they didn't even know. I don't get
the integrity lies.
Maybe I'm the slow,
because your story has not changed.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, y'all, I've been through hell. Demonetized in front of the judge every time I turn around in front of the judge. I mean, I'm not perfect, y'all. I mean, but I try to bring what I know from this, from the inside of the courtroom, try to make sure you guys stay abreast of what's going on. But some of the stuff that they have like done to me just to tear me, just move. I'm like, dang, people come to me because like Jeffrey's father, not father, family was like, Miss Sylvia, why is everybody else after you? I was like, I don't know. That's why Dora had to put that statement out, because as soon as she said something, they thought that she was talking about me. You know, anything negative is always Sylvia. She's the scammer. She's this. She's that. I mean, I'm not a perfect person, y'all. I do make mistakes, and I get, beside myself sometimes. But the stuff that it keeps putting on me is not me. You know, it's not me.
None whatsoever, little boy.
Yeah. I just was shocked when I heard that the state is calling the young lady that you interviewed. And that right there was just like, okay, I stay in the bushes or I comment and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to log in and I would like to talk to you, because now it's time for you, because from what I'm understanding from the legal field, from the people that I have in Georgia, is that she may be getting ready to receive a subpoena herself. Simply because of that live that she did in the closet, saying that she's not going to make a comment whether it's true or not. And that she was being extorted and people have been messing with her from fake numbers. And that she may have something more to do within the background of the case than we all are aware of. So I'm waiting to hear back to find out, is it true, if she is really going to end up being subpoenaed or not. But now I respected your standpoint. I went on different platforms and said my piece in regards to how I feel that from the male attorney to everyone else saying whatever they have to say.
And you know what, Divergent? I would have never showed the text message if they did not put that out as if I was extorting her. That when I was in the bushes and I heard that, and I'm like, whoa, no, I need to show what happened, because I need to show how it happened. Because she reached out to me. I never reach out to her. Only person I talked to the grandmother. I know, because I saw it. The guy showed it to me. And I went to, because I was not going to put anything out without verification, right? And I even made a decision not to put it out. She was the one going back and forth with me about it. And then I said, okay, Maurice, what should I say? He gave me 500, and it was a joke. And people say, oh, she's serious. No, I wasn't serious. I know how, look, I have my supporters.
You could have been put it out. You did. You were responding to a message that you received. Like, what would they want you to say? Nothing? No, you are fine with responding the way that you responded. You are $500.
My grandmother.
And I did not reach out to her to ask her for money. Hey, you want me?
We read it with you. She contacted you.
Hey, Diamond.
She contacted me. Not only did she text me, she called me. Then she texted me. Just like, okay, y'all, since we're gonna let the cat out the bag, just like when I get that report about the car accident, she kept calling me at 1:00 in the morning, kept asking me questions about it. She kept asking me questions. Who is it? I'm scared. And you guys, I had not said nothing about that.
You better shut up and keep on talking.
Okay? She reached out. She kept calling me because people was putting her name in the chat. And I kept saying, no, don't put her name in. Because I didn't know who it was. She kept asking me who it was. I didn't know. All I knew, I got the information that she was talking to somebody that was an attorney. The folks in the chat kept coming and putting her name in there. Because she did a live herself and told them that she was representing something with the car accident or something like that.
That's my question, Golden Pearl.
And she kept calling me till 1:00 in the morning. And I'm like, I'm not answering this phone. This is too much.
Yeah, it is sad.
My Lord.
Bill.
Wow. Well, I hope you don't
hurry up.
Let this go by being something that's just, free.
Shan, you need to hurry up because I'm gonna drop the link, and you've been busy, so you got to come up here today. I'm sorry, y'all. I just don't think this is a good idea. I wish she would just stop at this point. If Kayla is going to do something, if the judge is going to do something, just wait until it's done. Whatever receipts or tea or info she has, I think she just need to keep it to herself at this point, because she's the one that has the most to lose in this situation, in my opinion, because Kayla can defend herself, right? Kayla don't have to hire an attorney, right?
Frivolous, because this is
I don't
literally
think
a
this is good
civil
advice.
case that, you know, I know if I'm pissed off or got upset or
Hey,
got a
Gemma
little, my
boy.
ruffles feathered, I see a lot of other individuals have too that's in the chat that we are all in, you know, accordance with you.
But there's
I
the
told
ones
them prayer.
But here's the ones in the bushes that take these stuff and they drag
Hey,
my name,
daughter.
constantly drag my name, and that does not feel good at all. That's why half the time I'm done with this mess, because it's like they're constantly trying to take me down.
The devil is a liar. You ain't yeah, right. Going where? You go nowhere. You stand firm on your rock. You're not alone.
Jail cell again. Listen to these people.
Okay. We're not doing that. We're not going nowhere. We are going to stand firm in this, and we're going to see it through. And she's going to end up having to deal with the reality that she knows that she wanted this to be put out there. She just didn't know how to orchestrate it. But in all reality, with and through you, not through the fact that she didn't know how to orchestrate it, because she actually put it out there herself. So at the end of the day, I mean that when I say
this live was
keep on standing, keep on talking, keep on reporting. Please don't let this ruffle you to the point where you're like, you know what, forget it. No, because that's what she wants. The devil is a liar, the father of lies. And he is defeated by the one and only Jesus Christ of Nazareth.
Oh, that's great to know.
You are a follower of the Almighty God.
Oh, no.
I'll be darned.
She's not going nowhere. She can take a break, but she ain't going nowhere.
Come on now, Miss Tasha.
That's why I didn't go to court on Friday. That's why I was like, I can't do this, Lord. I can't do this.
Yes, the live was today, guys.
Here, you know, and it's like the hatred that is for me. And I'm like, I don't even know these people like that. Now, Dennis, I know, but all these other people, I don't know them. But they want to jump on this bandwagon of hate for Sylvia. The hate is so freaking real, y'all, that you will wish prison on me, that you will put me in jail. I've been, you know.
Take a moment.
And then she had the nerve to say, that's why all of this is happening to you.
Take a moment.
Knowing you're part of this.
He did it.
Breathe it out. Let it out and breathe it out. Please let it out and breathe it out. Because at the end of the day, you got this. You're gonna make me freaking get emotional. But I know if I do get emotional, then I'm gonna miss the point of you hearing from myself, from Tasha, from every single individual in your chat that is supportive of you. You are sitting in the position you belong.
I sent her something the other day. It would not always be like this. And everything that you're going through it for a reason. And I understand everything that she's facing, she doesn't deserve. But it's going to build her character, and it's going to thrust her forth in what's next to come. She does have the support of, people here. And it's okay to cry. It's okay to be frustrated. It is okay to do everything, but you're not going to stay down. You're going to get back up. And we love her, and it's going to be okay.
I concur.
It will be okay. And if they decide that they want to leave, the people who are solid are going to stay.
Yes.
And my goal is to allow her.
I agree with that, Jess.
To breathe in this situation, but also be silent when it's time to be silent.
Next. I don't think I spoke to you.
I know.
Not the feds is watching.
Oh, and I don't want nobody in the chat saying, "Well, you're trying to tell her what to do." I'm not trying to tell her what to do. When you see somebody's hurting and they're going through what they're going through and they need help, you lend them a helping hand. If you can't better the situation, don't complain about it or don't have anything to say, because I'm not trying to tell her what to do. I'm just trying to guide her into help making decisions. And if you feel like you can do a better
Hey,
job,
Al.
you can step up.
Well, um,
And we're going to change the subject onto something that's positive, because we're not going to give the devil any kind of satisfaction.
I think this is where we're gonna end it at.
I'm with it.
And not one
Hi,
time have you ever
Cantrell.
hear her say something bad about anybody who
You
has
took it
spoken
right
bad
off.
about her. No
You took
time.
it right off
Mhm.
my mouth.
Not one time has she said something bad about anybody. And there's been people been talking
Hey,
about her for
Aries.
3 whole years. She's a
Yep.
human being. She's not a robot. She's a human being. She has feelings.
Oh, he's on another
And
one.
this is not okay. And if you sit and you thrive off of people talking bad about other people, you are part of the problem as well. And yes, I said it.
We'll end it on that note. You want to watch the live in its entirety, it is posted up over there. Let me give y'all the name of it. And it was dropped today. Let me see. I'm back with exclusive updates. YSL Rico trial this week should be explosive is the name of this live that she did. And I think it was about an hour, about 2 hours ago. That's enough for us. I think we get the picture. We get the picture. Okay, I got one panelist waiting. Let me highlight a few more comments and then I'll bring you up. I just don't think this is a good idea for her. I don't think those people up there are friends. They should have just what we ended with the young lady saying is what they should have started with and not even got into a lot of the details in regards to Angelica, because it sounded to me like what Kayla said she did. Okay. What is going down in Atlanta? They have some characters from Fonnie and Nathan to this YSL trial. That is true. She needs a lifetime gag order on her own self, on her. There's an error in my message. I was attempting to say that the Fulton County Jail will tell you that the inmate must file a written request and get permission to marry, even if they marry by Zoom. Thank you so much, Lane. I appreciate that. These men are on trial, are not boys. Yes, and I saw a few of you guys say that they are over here fighting for their life. And this is petty. This is childish. It is interfering with the case. And the people that just really want to watch the case and they really are rooting for these guys to get off. Like this is just you know, an interruption that is not needed because it's not even really important. Kayla, initially a blogger, Kayla said it will be addressed after these boys' cases is over. Sylvia cannot stop talking about it. That is true. I heard her say that. This can be used in court against her in extortion case. Right. Because even if she delete the live, listen, I have it. I'm sure other content creators have it and they can contact Google and get it, right? She already showed us where her Google that she's been subpoenaed from someone from Fulton County, right? Does that have anything to do with Kayla and what's going on now? That was what, about a month ago she received a subpoena from Fulton County, to Google to get information from her channel. And that's why I don't get why she just won't stop. Hey Shay B. Oh my God, Sylvia, how many times you said that? Okay, hey, Black Butterfly. Okay, that's why she's in this mess now, because of the subs. Yeah. And apparently she doesn't have anyone in her real life as well to like pull up. Cause let me start acting crazy up here. Y'all gonna hear my daughter bust up in here and in this live. She gonna say you doing too much. She'll correct me before I go too far. Does her club members know she has an open case right now? They need to advise her to get off of social media, get a job, and live righteously. I agree with that. I don't know if they know. That's why I was asking where is the match lady. And when I refer to the match lady, y'all know that's the lady that bailed her out before after she sat in there for 2 weeks. And then her and Sylvia came up with this little matching scam to get her subscribers to give her more money by saying that she was going to match it. So the more they gave, this person was supposed to match it. But where is Miss Match at? Because I didn't see her over there. She was just saying you gotta have tough skin and you're the baddest blogger. Okay, please stop trying to pull Jesus in this mess, because we know what God don't bless no mess. If Sylvia was a child of God, she wouldn't be all in the making of gospel. Right, but she is really like using these situations that she keep getting herself in to be testimonies, right? This is her testimony to this great place that she's going on YouTube, not heaven, on YouTube. She didn't lie when she said that happening. It's called guilt, not tears, not the tears. Her tears mean nothing. She caused everything on her own. Hey, Amy. Amy say, what's going on? Cry me a river. This is bizarre. It's not illegal to get married. I know it's messy, but it's not illegal. It may affect her job, but it's not extortion. And she's not working on the case, so Kayla should be fine. All I want to know is, does these ladies have 5 on the bail money? On the bail. Bank said, do they have 5 on it? In my laughing my ass off over here. One pal, what's up, sis? Do her supporters hold her accountable for anything? No. They think she a professional victim. These young are fighting for their life. I agree with you. These young men are fighting for their life, and this is a distraction, and a negative one at that. She's running scared, knowing this situation could cause her freedom. Hey, ballerina. I don't think she did anything wrong. They do catch and unalive stories all the time, and Kayla is the one that offered to pay first. I can see that, ballerina. Gaslighting and manipulation. Hey, Lou. Don't do anything but run her mouth and cry. Okay, I'm catching up in the chat. Comment, Shan. You gotta love life. Coaches want to bet none will pay your rent up for a year. Man, we witnessed her shenanigans years ago and did. She had this same issue over in the Nesto sector right before going, over to do YSL at full-time capacity. She had the same issue with bloggers. And I said the Nesto sector because I cover Nesto with 3 other bloggers, right? And her name is all up and down the motions that Mr. Wooten, DA Wooten has filed in the Nestos case. So that's what I'm saying. Her name is ringing bells over there. I don't get why she like this attention. I'll try to lay low. Sylvia is the common denominator in all of this. Hi, Stacy. One thing for sure, Kayla has a team of attorneys ready to defend her, whether she is wrong or not. Washington is bad. There is a conflict of interest issues when you are involved in a romantic relationship, when you represent the man whose testimony is supposed to be used to put them away. Hey, Miss Buckeye. Okay. Trying to get to some of y'all comments because I already know when they start coming up here, I won't be able to read as much of your comments. I don't understand what the big deal regarding Kayla is married to. If anyone Thanks. The DA is not aware of this, is a whole fool. This has absolutely no bearing in the trial. I think they're just trying to say because of her, being a substitute, filling in for Melnick when he was on vacation, that this could be a conflict. I think that's what they're trying to tie it to, Gigi. What kind of baddie just pop up on the screen? Here go the clear. Are you talking about like from Bad Girls? The baddies over there? You caught me off guard, Jennifer. Here go the clear weather girl, baby. We had to cut her ass off. I don't know what she was finna say because I didn't make it that far. She looked like she just got off her dirt bike, honey. I wasn't ready. Why aren't any of these people telling her, right, she was wrong for asking someone's grandmother about the grandson personal business? I think that's where it started at for me. I get somebody came and told her, but once they told her, she just was a busybody, in my opinion. She went and told everybody after that. But she said it's a difference between telling someone and asking them, child. I don't know. What are they going to do when this trial is over? Recap for 2 years? Yeah, maybe she has something else up her sleeve, or she'll come back over to the Nesto sector. Because I just did a video, and her and Sonia had went to lunch together. She only married him to get to sit in a family section as a wife of a defendant. Thank you, Brooklyn. Hey, Muffin. Yeah, I think so, Gigi. Sylvia clearly said it would be news for her channel. That's extremely nasty work. Hey, Shouty, no thank you. I will not go over there. I would not give her a view. Okay, so I think we got through a great deal of it. The meat and potato of what we want to talk about anyway. Hey, Chick-fil-A gal, welcome. Okay, hey, Rainbow. Okay, I'm going to stop right here. Also, should have known being friends with Sylvia that Sylvia engages in gossip for content for channels. And she a backstabber. She backstabs everyone at this point. I don't know anyone that she haven't. Okay, let me get my panelists up here. Hello, Shan. Welcome to the front pouch. Hopefully she here. She may have walked away. I kept her holding on for so long.
I'm here.
Hello.
And this had me yelling the whole way because everybody wrong up here. Everybody. I'm just like,
that's our opinion.
I'm like, this is just not like that. I'm talking about,
you mean like
Sylvia and them girls.
Yes.
Like, cause my first response when I ran back out the bushes was 2 things can be true. Other people could have known, and you could have been trying to extort her. She could have been setting your ass up. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing to say she can't do that, for one. But the first thing I would like to say, since I hope everybody is still here, is Kayla has no conflict of interest. First of all, her only job that day was for Woody to say he wasn't testifying and for whatever to happen. So she wasn't even really involved. Glanville turned that into the whole S show that it ended up being. But again, she still didn't represent him because guess what? He fired her, you guys. Are you forgetting that? He fired her. So she represents no one. At the point that this marriage certificate was got at the end of August 2024, almost 2 months later, first of all. Marriage license. Let me keep expressing that. For one, because there was a license, but who has the actual certificate that shows there was an actual marriage ceremony that shows it has actually been filed and they are actually married? Because everybody keeps saying she married. That's why I keep saying license, because as a married person, you have 2 documents. You get the license to have the ceremony officiated over, and then you get the legal, the official document that say you had that ceremony, which makes, and it's registered and filed, which say y'all are husband and wife. Until that document is filed, you guys are not officially married anywhere. That part. Second, the third thing is Kayla never said Angelica's name until Angelica put her video out there. Because I watched that because I thought it was funny. The first one, because I was like, is she going to address this? And I don't normally watch that WTF Wednesdays because I watched the trial. I don't need you to talk back at me about something I've been watching all day. I don't want to hear that again anyway. Your thoughts on it. I don't even know y'all. We ain't even cool like that. I don't care about y'all thoughts. I'm not going to listen to y'all talk about something that I already watched. That will be wasting an hour of my life. And I'm not a follower of you guys. If I was a follower, I may turn y'all on and walk away, but I'm not a subscriber or follower, so I don't watch y'all. Then on top of that, I'm kind of on Kayla's side. I'm going to tell y'all why. Because none of us really know the relationship Kayla had with these guys, which I think it's much closer than we all know anyway, because it seems like nobody has brought up the fact that her and Thug's sister is like best friends. So if her and Thug's sister like best friends, it wouldn't be far-fetched for her to be dating another rapper or one of the guys or end up talking to him because she then been with the sister or around. She's around them. Because remember, that was an issue at one point, her knowing people. And that's why they asked her, if y'all watched, y'all would have saw how she was questioned about knowing Steel, knowing Thug. All this stuff was on the stand too. This is a part of the court hearing as well. All this stuff was a part of this YSL trial already. Like, I'm like, where has everybody been? Go back to after Woody testified, after Judge Page came, and look at that when Kayla was on the stand. All this stuff came out. They questioned her about how she know how she linked in and everything. So it's not that the trial part is not a big deal. But what makes me mad is the bad advice Sylvia is taking or getting from her panelist. That lady, I don't know where she came from with that mushroom. And it just took me all the way back to when my grandma made me get my hair done like that. And I was so upset because I was like preteen and I wanted my hair to be like everybody else. I wanted a wrap and she gave me a freaking mushroom. I was upset because them curls were so tight. But moving on, Sylvia don't even have a freaking defamation case because she told no lies. For one, you have to be lying. And technically, in the court of law, you asking her for money to not put the story out is extortion. I don't care if we have a name for it, catching KILL or not. That's extortion, guys. But you know why it's not normally charged as extortion? Because you got these big, powerful people who make a deal about that kind of stuff, and they don't tell on each other. But homegirl got out here and told on herself. So if Kayla wanted to press charges, because I don't think Kayla said how much I gotta pay you to make this story go away. I think Kayla, knowing this lady, may have been like, girl, what I gotta do to make you not do this? Like, you need some legal help, something. Like, what can I? She didn't think you was gonna put a dollar amount to it and be serious. She didn't. Yeah. Kayla probably thought, we cool, girl, don't put this out. And Sylvia, you can't be telling me if that girl hadn't gave her $500, she wouldn't have took it. Because I would have took it.
Right quick, ballerina comment, and then I said what I said. It's waiting, and then after that, Vicky, is you're the next person to speak. It makes you question if Kayla was getting info from Melnick to pass to the defense. Kayla better tighten up. Well, Melnick was doing it his damn self, right? He was putting them on the messages, on the emails and things that they were left off. I don't know if they was blind copied or not. But I think Melnick was letting it know he gonna speak to everybody anyway.
Can I respond to that?
Yes, and then I said what I said.
Well, I've been watching the trial, and mostly all the lawyers that have come up there, especially even Moontoon lawyers, said he talks to the defense. Kayla already said she talked to them. This is, a lot of people just starting to follow, so probably don't know that it's not illegal for another attorney and a witness to talk to the defense and tell them what they're going to go up there and say. They're supposed to do that. And any other information that they have, they're supposed to do that. That's why I don't know. A lot of times I get frustrated, but I have to remember that people may not know these things. Like when people get on the stand, it's not supposed to be a surprise. It seems to be a surprise with the prosecutors when they witnesses get up there. But I promise you, anybody that the defense put up there, they're going to know what they're about to say. Also, the defense and the prosecution is supposed to have access to each other's witnesses. And we're supposed to know what they're going to say to a certain extent, as long as you ask certain stuff. It ain't like you going to sit them down and say, tell me what you know, and they have to spill it. They don't. You're going to ask them questions and they're going to tell you and stuff like that pertaining to the situation. If you don't know something to ask, that's your fault. But you have access to each other's witnesses and each other's lawyers. There's no point where there's somebody you can't, well, let me backtrack. There's a point where you can't talk to somebody. That ex parte they had with Woody was not supposed to happen, because once the witness is sworn in, then we're not supposed to be talking to them. But until they hit the stand and take that oath, you got carte blanche to talk to them about just about whatever you want to. As long if they want to answer, that's on them. You have carte blanche. So to me, I may be looking at it differently because I don't see any violations from Kayla, none of the other lawyers except for the prosecution at this point. And even Paige, I've seen her do some violations at this point too. But I don't see violations coming from the defense or other attorneys that are not on the prosecution side. I just don't, from a legal standpoint. And I sat in courtrooms, been around courtrooms, been in courtrooms for decades. So this is not any, I don't see anything where Kayla done nothing wrong with the dates that I have so far.
That's why we over here, Bill. Y'all feel free now. Just, state your opinion. You will not get blocked unless you that man from the last time we was here. And I think Miss E blocked him. But before I said what I said, come off of mute. Shan, I don't know if you saw where Paige, I think that's what you call her.
Yeah, Paige
has amended Thug's document. So if anything that goes on with his case, if he violates, get off probation, whatever, has to go through her as the judge.
I was on Twitter talking about that. That's not uncommon. Like,
okay, I got to give, I said what I said, a chance. She been waiting patiently, but I just wanted to throw that in there. I'll write a note for us to come back to that.
Yeah, right. Yeah, you write it because my hands are wet. I can't write it. So you write it, and I explain that later, because that's not like something.
No.
Woo. Okay.
All right. Go ahead. I said what I said. And Vicky, you're up next.
Hey, friends. I miss y'all. I miss y'all.
Hey, Shan. Hey, Vicky. I was kind of waiting to see what Shan had to say about that too, till she was on Twitter listening to it, talking about it. But I'm gonna let her respond in just a second. I just want to say this much.
I'm gonna go on mute.
For sure. Let me hit the mute button.
I'm on mute.
Here we go. Why the hell is this old ass lady in the middle of these kids? These are kids compared to her. Why is she always in the mix of something? She start all kind of crap, and then she want to come on her live as per usual, and then try to act like she's a victim, and then start crying as if people should feel sorry for her, and then have her panel come up and console her like she effing 2 years old. Come on now, what is wrong with this picture? Her old ass need to be online trying to tell somebody how to grow some greens or some dandelions or something, other than trying to follow these court cases, because what they're going to do is they're going to wind her up in jail. She's already been there. She got cases pending. And in my opinion, she's going to join her buddy Buckwheat in just a minute, because she keep on cruising, and she's definitely going to get that bruising. And when she do that, I'm not going to feel sorry for her. And she way too old to go to jail, way too old. I don't even think she'll be able to make it in there. And if she wind up in Fulton County, she definitely may come out a different person. You see what they did to the Queen of South, how they beat her down. And who knows, that little soft voice is not going to work with everybody. And then if she go in there with that hairstyle, people going to get the wrong idea about her anyway. But at the end of the day, whatever Kayla do, yeah, it don't look right because you at the jailhouse using it as a dating pool. Or who knows, maybe y'all was talking before he went to jail. I don't know. But it ain't none of our business where that woman get her honey at. And if that's the road she want to take, let her take it. She young, she can figure it out. But it ain't really none of Silverback's business. And I'm tired of Silverback with all this mess. And like you said, all her minions are not around right now. They're not going to be around when she go to jail either. And while her daughter getting online, cursing everybody out, that was just a disgrace what I saw. I know you guys already talked about it, but I just watched it last night. And to let your daughter get online and talk to your audience that way, YouTube should ban her from being on YouTube again, the way her daughter was on there talking and disrespecting everybody. I don't give a good God lovely crap if your mama, I don't care what they said about your mama is online. And when you online, you put yourself out there, especially with the hand that she's trying to deal everybody. You always got your hand in some BS and in some crap. And what's going to happen, you're going to wind up in some crap. And that's all I have to say. Now, Shan, you can go ahead and finish over to Vicky.
One thing about the daughter, because I didn't even bring that up, but y'all correct me if I'm wrong, because y'all know y'all can do so without being blocked over here, right? I have seen Angelica. Listen, well, I've heard her on different people platform stating that she was about to be a grandmother. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe I get it mixed up because I do watch a lot of YouTube. But I could have sworn that I've heard her say that she is going to be a grandmother. So when the person asks, was her daughter with child? Yeah, that is rude. But I think it was because of something that your mother has been saying, right? They wanted to know because as I know that's the only child she has. Now, maybe she has other children. I don't know. But if that is the case, I could see why the person would ask that. I wouldn't ask it, but I have heard her say that on other people platform, because I don't watch her like that she was going to be a grandmother. So I don't get why the lady was treated that way. I get it's rude, right? But your mama kind of put that out there in the atmosphere. But I don't care if she's pregnant or not. I'm not buying a baby shower gift. I don't babysit. It has nothing. I mean, it's not going to change my life in any way or not. But I just think that's where that came from because Sylvia has been saying that she's about to be a grandmother.
I thought so too, Lady T. Bug. I thought so too. I thought that was out in the atmosphere that her daughter was pregnant, and so who would want her as a grandmother? Come on now. I would not. If I was that grandbaby, and after I got old enough to know who my grandma was, I'd be telling my mama, "No, I'm not going nowhere with her. Nowhere." The way she acts, she's gonna. You see how she was pouting like a little kid online? Why is a 58-year-old lady sticking her lips out like she 5 years old? I don't understand that. And how you gonna be a grandma and
she's
you still
talking about her foster daughter and the baby was adopted. Okay, thank you so much, Golden Pearl, because I didn't know. That's why I said correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that may be where that person was kind of maybe asking that question, even though I do think it is a rude question. You don't ask people that, but I think that's why she was asking. Should have not said it. Okay, Shan. I think I said what I said. Want you to answer. And then Vicky, you're next.
Okay, as far as the probation goes, your sentencing judge, if they put you on probation, if you have any violations, normally under regular circumstances, anytime you violate, you go back in front of that judge and they hear your violation for this particular reason anyway. But sometimes every now and again, they may be busy or in a trial or something, and they'll just to get it done and out the way, they'll send you to another judge. It doesn't go back in the pool to get reassigned to somebody else. and Glanville gonna get him. It don't work like that. So Paige was gonna go back to her anyway, but I believe that Paige is the type of judge that if you come back to her, she gonna give him that 20 piece. So because when you put stuff specifically on the order, another judge, unless she's no longer a judge, can't hear him on that. Or if they do hear him on that, she can take that, she can make them rehear the violation if she wants to, because they didn't follow. That's a legal document that null and void if you do anything against it down the line, because I've already said it, unless I change my order or my order is changed for some particular reason. Other judges just can't come along and change probation conditions. That's something that's taken up by the probation department and the court, which is the judge. So it's not, I think it was part and parcel protection and the fact that judges are territorial about stuff like that. Because the judges that I worked with, when you come back and they said something, they like to put their foot on it. Like, I said this, and you back up in here, now I'm finna hook you up, my brother. So it's kind of a good thing and bad thing, because Glanville might have went over, because there's nothing that say she can't go above and below that number that she gave him either. So the court system is so flaky, and these judges have a lot of room to move over these people's lives. That's why with this evidence I'm seeing with this YSL case, I'm hoping these young men do get off, because in my opinion, somebody that sat in the courtroom and saw really good evidence, this evidence is trash. And and it's funny that as soon as Thug come off the case, it's done in 2 weeks, which is why I think they did it the way they did, because they felt like if they dragged it out, they would do what they did and get a lot of plea agreements, and they part and parcel got what they wanted. But in my opinion, you may not get what you want from these last gentlemen, because that juror said he wasn't confident in your cases. So, but I think Paige is, and I've talked to a friend about Paige before. We think Paige is very, not OCD, but particular about her ish. And when I worked with the court, I didn't want nobody else touching my cases. I'm going on vacation for a week. If any of my people come in here, don't touch my stuff because y'all messed it up. I'll deal with it when I get back. Okay? So I feel like Judge Paige is like me on Crack Rock 15 million times. And that's why she actually put it in writing. Because I ain't never put it in writing. She put it in writing. So that's all that is. It's not a big deal. It's just, that's a regular occurrence. It ain't nothing big deal. Hey, Vicky, you there?
Okay, Vic to the bell.
Hi. Good afternoon, or y'all on the East Coast. Good evening, y'all. Hi, everybody in the chat. This whole thing is blown up to be bigger than what it should have been. This is something that could have stayed between the two of them and didn't have to be brought to anybody's attention. I, if I'm not who brought it up? I can't remember who brought it up first. As far as the money situation, was Sylvia, right?
I believe they both
Yeah.
said. Kayla said, why?
Well, I brought it to the.
So how will you let this go?
No.
But
Brought it to the public's attention.
Do y'all feel like she showed all of the text though? Do y'all feel like Sylvia showed all of the text?
No, I don't. But so like, the point is like it didn't have to. We don't have to know about this. Kayla, if she got secretly married to this boy, it sounds like she's been in and around that whole grouping of people for some time. If if she is Thug's niece's godmama or whatever, she's been in and around that whole grouping of people for some time, and that's her man. That's her man. If she wants to go that route with her, as far as a man choice, as far as a mate choice, not my business. I think it's silly, but it's not my business. But for that other lady to sit there and think, Well, I didn't extort. I didn't extort anybody. She was being facetious. So what do I have to do so that you don't talk about this on your channel? Basically, or you don't, because she's basically saying, well, my audience wants to know, and before Kayla said, what do I have to do? She's hinting towards, I'm going to put it out. Like hinting that she's leading her down the rabbit hole of, you're going to have to do something for me in order for me not to talk about this. So what do I have to do? To me means like girl, what it's like a plea. Like, what do I have to do? She's not saying, oh, like, what do I have to do? Pay you? That's, to me, that's being facetious. Like, what do I thought? I'm thinking I'm a little bit deeper. Like, I thought we were cool. What do I have to do for you not to do this? And well, I'm $500. That's, to me, that is catch and kill. I know that, like Shan said earlier, I understand that's somewhat there's a gray area for that, but that is, to me, like, you're essentially extorting me, or you're asking for a bribe to not talk about it. But it's already out there, so I would have just ended the conversation with her. She didn't need to talk about it, and her audience is there. They are. It's an echo chamber over there, and her daughter's behavior and what I see about when I was active on Sylvia's channel, I didn't really pay much attention to her daughter, but now that her daughter is becoming a lot more vocal on her mom's channel, they block their blessings a lot. You can see that her daughter is just like ratchet, and what Sylvia does is she's, I'm not gonna say nothing. You go ahead, you say it, you say it, you say it. So you put your daughter out there to look like a damn fool, and then you sitting there looking like an old, I don't know. I don't want to say too much bad stuff, but you sitting there looking like a fool, just allowing your daughter to behave in the most unladylike, uncouth manner. And if she is or was pregnant or whatever, maybe she hadn't had the, you know, Smith's Mortion. Who knows? Um, eh, that's none of our business either. But I just don't like how she's making a big deal out of it. This is all basically to put paint herself as a victim once again. She's another like a five time over victim of social media. If you keep being victimized on social media, something tells me you should just log the hell off and don't come back. That's what I got to say about that. And like I said with Kayla, baby, just lay low, because if there's some sort of ethical thing uh transpiring with this, you getting married and you kind of dipping into the jailhouse saying that you're his attorney, and y'all was messing around, and you being able to sneak stuff in and do stuff, um that's your law license. That's you. I can't vouch or speak for that, but I wouldn't do it. At this point, at that juncture, I've gone through at least 6 years of education, and I'm, somewhat successful in 2 states. There's no way I'm going to be sitting there marrying or joining up with somebody who is on the line for an unaliving of somebody, and it's being televised, and I'm on TV getting questioned and all this stuff. She needs to go sit her ass down somewhere too. She becoming a little too ratchet herself too. But that's all I got to say.
Well, I just think it's a disgrace for her to use her daughter the way she uses her, and teaching her daughter how not to be a lady, because that's exactly what she's teaching her. You don't teach a young girl at that impressionable age. And I know Dallas is older, but she's still learning from her mother. And
Oh,
this is not
I
mother behavior. And this ain't how all seasoned women act either. FYI, audience.
I forgot about this. I said what I said. I was it on Friday. Her daughter came through, and when she asked her daughter, "Should I go on, the other channel to talk to the host?" and her and she started talking mess and saying, calling the channel watchers fat, or somebody said that she was pregnant, and she started calling them fat.
Yeah,
Like, the second
yeah.
person who came on her panel was the big old light skinned woman. Like
Exactly.
sitting.
That's what I'm saying. You sitting up here insulting your audience because some people in the audience is plump. And what difference does it make if they fat or not? I mean, what that's got to do with the price of butter? They're still your audience. They're your listeners. You're gonna have all type of people in the audience, and so that's what I thought was so distasteful. And you know, you teaching your daughter how not to get a husband. If that's her goal, is to get a husband and a family. That ain't the sweetie. This is not the road to take.
Girl, she about to be a single mama. I mean, like when I say single mama, I don't mean it in like y'all was together, it didn't work out. I mean it's gonna be a hit it and quit it single mama. Cause her daughter, her attitude, her ratchetness, she seems like the creep type. Like the guys call her to hit it, and then
Damn, Vicky. Vicky,
they
stop.
they about to yeah that's
How you know that?
because I could that attitude. They don't want to hear that mouth. That's not a
I just
relationship.
hate that her daughter is getting mixed up in her stuff and getting a criminal background. You know, people are showing her mug shot. She's being called to court with this Dana J situation that's going on. I just feel like as a mom, if you with the shits, don't bring your kids into it. Try to lead by example because she's still young. She's like you said, she's impressionable and she's still having to live her life. And this YouTube stuff is just not worth getting a criminal background or going to jail and affecting your real life. This is supposed to be social media. We're supposed to be socializing, talking about different topics like we are respectfully. No one's cursing, you know, anyone's being disrespectful on the panel or in the chat. That's what social media is for, right? And somebody made mention that TikTok is supposed to be going away in 2025. So take notice to that.
Oh,
This
their
is
income
what
about to go
social media
down.
is supposed to be, right? We socializing. So if you don't like to socialize and you want to be on one of those save the world type commentary, or you know, give $5 to Africa and you can feed the whole village type of content, this is not going to be the place for you.
It's I just like y'all are saying about her daughter. Her daughter's interaction with her audience to me is kind of productive. If my mother made most of her money from the internet, why would I go on there and talk trash to her potential audience? Like it's like they constantly like bumping their head against against the wall you- trying to figure out how to make money, but then you block every single time she builds something up, she gets somewhere, she
Mhm. Third
she
down.
stumbles and falls down, she screws it up, she messes it up, she's getting arrested, arrested
When we
outside the
was on the
court,
channel,
inside the
Vicky,
court.
remember when we was on the channel, she had 20,000 followers. I looked on there the other night, she got
Yeah.
10,000. You got
That's
that's
on
what
her
I said. God,
backup. That's
be
on
more
her backup
careful.
channel. That's on her backup channel
Oh,
now.
okay. I was gonna say, got to be more careful. You don't push away 10,000 people. That's a lot of
Well,
people.
that backup channel is monetized, and that's where I mean, to me, I would use that channel to I promote that channel more. But then,
Yeah, you need to go, Quisha. Yes, you do need to go because you keep capitalizing shit in my chat that we are not even talking about. I've given you your little highlighted comments, but again, if you don't like the content, get the fuck from over here. I told y'all I went with the bullshit
Whoa.
today. Now, it was nice the last time I was here, but today the Leo is here, okay? You don't like the content. Everybody in here is vibing. Everybody's dropping their comments, whether it's for what the panelist is speaking on or not. Yet you want to keep dropping down in the chat, baby. If you want to be on community service today, this we not on that. Leave the damn chat.
that's one of her buddies.
Period.
It's one of her. That's the that's either her follower or an active subscriber, girl. But
It looked like a couple of people in the chat done infiltrated it.
I don't
I
mind
mean,
you
Malik
not
only
agreeing, but damn. I mean, what do
but
you want from us?
that's what
Again.
the title said what we're gonna talk about. So if you don't read the title, then I guess you wanted to hear it. But nevertheless, like we're saying, her daughter, she's toxic. Yeah, you're right. She's toxic, and she's making her daughter toxic, and she's she's making her daughter very undesirable to any man that would want to get with her. And how dare her call anybody fat, because they're not perfect people. Everybody got something wrong with them. Nobody is perfect on this earth. Now, some of us are a little bit more attracted than others, but that doesn't give you the right to talk about other people just because you may look a little bit better than somebody else. And I got some good news for everybody. Whatever you look like and however beautiful you are, all that shit gonna hit the fan by the time after 50, it's gonna start falling off. I'm just saying.
It does, and I don't know how her daughter's like 25 or something, right? Or younger than that. I don't know. Either way,
I don't know
she's
how old she is, but
she's
I
yeah.
know she ain't setting no good example.
I know, like when I used to cut up like that, my mom still popped the hell out of me. Like even when if I was 25, 26, my mama will still pop me to this day at 41. So if I'm getting out of pocket, my mom does not. She don't play that. And for her, she likes to throw the rocks and then let other people fight her battles for her, which is not that's not a good way to like she'll push. She's the type of person that'll push her friend like, girl, they said that, they saying this, they saying that, and she likes to push, egg the shit on, and then step back, and it's like, well, I don't know why they're so mad. It's like poking like a bee's hive. And then when the bee's hive breaks open and the bees come after you, I don't know why they attacking me. But then she wants other people to fight her battles for her, and her audience is an echo chamber of just how she feels and how she believes. And I don't understand how these people can. Well, I do understand. There are people, everybody has the particular people that they follow. And I follow a vast variety of people. People who I don't agree with, because I like to hear all sides of. That's the Libra in me. I like to follow and listen to all sides of the spectrum when it comes to opinions on certain topics, on a lot of things. That's why I know y'all don't like certain people that I follow, but I'm like, I just want to hear. I want to see what people are talking about. Um, I think I think she should have gone on lead attorney, and I think he could have probably held her feet to the fire. And I think Kayla should have gone on there. The lady who was on his, I didn't watch too much of his show with the that attorney, but I'm just going to give you an example because how she blocks her
Got you,
blessings.
Greg. Go ahead.
Oh, how she blocks her blessings. That lady who was on his channel, she came up to because she was at live at the courthouse with YSL. And this was one of the days I was working in the office, so I can only listen to so much. But she was at the courthouse, and she had come up for the first time. She didn't have but like a little bit of followers, maybe like 100 at the most, I'm thinking.
Six,
She came
Vicky. She had six followers,
six
girl.
six
Six,
follow. Okay.
six.
So yeah, so she came up, everybody started subscribing to her, and then she interviewed the guy who had just his wife, the guy who had just pled out, the first guy who pled out.
Quay
Um
Nichols.
yeah, she interviewed his wife, and she did a beautiful job interviewing the girl. Sylvia tried to copy that, and but that okay. Let me go back.
Her name's the fit attorney. Thank
The
you, Kingdom.
yeah,
The fit lawyer.
the fit lawyer. Yeah, I think it's fit lawyer ATL.
Okay.
So she's professional. She interviewed that. They had like a great rapport with each other, interviewing the spouse of the Quay Nichols. Is that his name? Am I saying it right?
Yeah, it's like
Okay.
Quindarius
Quin
Nichols or something like that.
Quindarius Nichols. Okay, she was very personable with her, very professional with her. Um, got the lady to be, comfortable with her. It was a good interview, and this lady like got monetized immediately. I mean, immediately. She was, and YouTube couldn't even catch up with all this, like the super chats and stuff. And then he gave out her Cash App, and she was getting Cash Apps and stuff like that day. Even if you don't like the person or you think that he's going to be biased towards him, why not just go on there? Because you know that this man he's what, like in the top 10 of getting super chats and cash apps. And when it comes to YouTube, just go on there for like the opportunity to say, hey, you know what, here's my, because he does do that. He'll give out your cash app. He will do that. You might gain some followers, and even if you don't like him, he at least will do that for you if you go on there. But she just blocking her blessings. So Sylvia tried to copy the Fit Lawyer and interviewed the same woman, the guy's wife.
So that's the one now that they're saying that they've added back to added to the list now.
Which one?
The one you're speaking about.
Added to what list?
Back to the witness list.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Vicky,
No, that's
don't you
his
feel
wife.
like
That was his wife. That's Shannon Stillwell's ex-girlfriend that they added to the list, right?
Okay. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to ask. I really don't know the answer.
But don't y'all feel like if they would have went on the show, they would have exacerbated it more, even in case somebody was doing something that was incriminating, like Sylvia would.
I do. I don't think it was a good idea for them to go
All
on
you got to do is
Kayla
conduct
said
yourself
she
like a
was
lady.
waiting. No, Kayla doesn't really need it because she kind of blew up from what she did herself because hers is decent. But she said she's gonna talk about it, but she's not talking about it until the trial is over.
Right.
So I get why Kayla not talking about it, but Kayla got a daytime job.
Right.
Sylvia should have went on lead attorney because this is her daytime job. And she gonna need that money anyway because for her followers that are here, let me tell you, when you're on bond, BOND from the court, and they give you a special condition like do not harass anyone, no harassment, leave folks alone, don't stalk nobody, don't break no laws, don't do nothing. You don't have to actually be charged with a crime. Remember, it says don't break no laws. It didn't say don't get charged with no crimes. So the mere appearance that you're extorting someone, because that's what it is right now. It's all appearance. And I don't really think Kayla is going to go through with it because Kayla don't want that attention for that. So I don't think Kayla's going to go through with that. But somebody scared her. Whoever scared her is wrong as heck. Because what you should be worried about is you should have your bond conditions wherever you go live at in a big piece of paper so you know what not to do. Because I will tell you guys from my experience in the law enforcement community, I've held several positions within the law enforcement community, from the jails to the courthouse for over 2 decades. And bond does not hold the same as being charged with a crime. It's very low. It's lower than civil law, the preponderance. Just the appearance that you did something. Because if you get arrested by the police and they let you go, you've now broken your bond and we're going to arrest you. Because bond is a different animal than all the rest of that stuff. So people need to pay attention to certain things. And when you're on bond, you need to step lightly. And me personally, this is for myself. If I was on bond, I have a big list of whatever conditions that my bond conditions are. And I will have them listed in front of me when I go live. And I say, make sure I don't do that. And I have one of my friends on standby and say, girl,
not them friends on there, baby.
My
not
real
them.
friends, because apparently she ain't got no real friends in real life. But I have my real friends like, girl, if my girl to call me, break in. I'm gonna put you on the list to break in.
We need a safe word. We need a safe word up here.
Because if I get to going left, because we talk too much sometimes. We get to going left, telling too much. So once I do that, girl, just jump on me, so I can stop. Because I'm subject to that too. I've done it before. I don't think people caught it for real, but I said too much more than I've ever wanted to say sometimes. And it's like, you got to be careful because I'm not on bond. What I'm saying is just my OCD about where I've been and who I done locked up. And I don't want them to know where I'm at, okay? Because I'm telling you, I done seen people in the streets that be like, oh, you that lady that wrote that warrant on me. Oh, Lord, what warrant? What warrant? Do I need to pull out my wiggly piggly or what?
That was my cousin.
Right.
That wasn't me.
This is what I want to say about it, though. Just like Vicky said, she could have got some cash apps and she knows that, right? And we all know what she's online for. Like you said, this is her job. So apparently she must have been afraid to go on the lead. Either she didn't want to answer the hard questions or she knows she done did something that wasn't all the way copacetic.
Because somebody scared her. I said what I said. I think somebody whoever put that extortion
think somebody
thing
scared her?
wherever she heard.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
a good
wherever she.
one.
Oh, I had another thing I wanted to say. I think she been
What you
listening over
mean?
here.
What you
I
mean? That's
think
a good one. I'm gonna keep that one highlighted till they get
I think
finished.
she been listening over here because I've been listening for the last few days because I've been on outside. So she said something in that live that I just heard that was specific to this channel. I was like, oh, she been over there because she said something that Lady T Bug said when it first came, when she first did it, because I was listening to that when I was listening to her commentate when she started her panels before the panel Willow and Vicky was on. And I can't remember what it was, but I was trying to make a mental note to remember that, but I was doing other stuff. But she said something in her monologue that took me back to the live where Willow and Vicky was on the panel. And I was like, dang. So either she been out here listening and she's scared because somebody has told her extortion. And she like, oh my God. But what you need to be doing is calling whoever your court-appointed attorney or somebody and getting ahead of this mess so you can back
I
out of
think
it.
that's a good
That's why
idea.
she didn't go to the league. That's why she didn't go to the league, because she could have made glue globs of money over there. And I feel bad that she couldn't, because I would have went. I just would not have said nothing about the conversation because
Why you feel
I only feel bad because I'm all about making money. I don't care who make it.
Oh, okay. Well, real asked you a question. Real asked you a question.
No, before we get the real, I need the one that's highlighted because I'm like, this one caught my eye. What if old boy is Kayla baby daddy? Then what will they say? That's a different perspective
That's a
right
different
there. What you
animal, baby.
What you
We
mean?
coming real for your question, but this one was one that caught my eye because we haven't discussed this one, right? I don't know who her baby daddies is.
And you know what? That's a good one, because remember Woody said on that live that I watched, I called your baby daddy. Okay.
He sure did. He sure did.
I called your baby daddy. Okay. Ooh, woo, 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 woo.
Well, I didn't know Woody said that.
But the thing about that too is, well, Woody would have known that they had a relationship and she was his lawyer at some point. So if he was okay with it, the court okay with it. So that's a catch 22 on that.
Didn't she represented Woody in a prior case?
Woody been on her, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. That's the thing about this stuff. It get kind of complicated and iffy and crazy.
Shan, okay, here's a real question. Can I ask you, isn't Kayla an official of the courts? So couldn't the state come after IS anyway? That's another one I haven't thought about.
There actually has to be a complaint for there to be a case. Somebody got to go down. That's why I remember when we talk about Nesto and how his case is a lot different from this RICO. On RICO, that's a conspiracy. We think y'all out here doing some stuff, so we gather some stuff. So there's not necessarily a complaint out here for a RICO. We just gathered a bunch of other stuff. Though what they call them, it jumped out my head. I forgot what they call it, but we just gathered a bunch of other stuff to turn this into RICO, so we don't need a complaint on RICO. But on the extortion case, we actually need somebody to file a complaint that there was a RICO, because we got to investigate it. Because remember, that's what started Nesto's case. That's why when Sonya be, no ma'am. Once that landlord went down there and said, I think something going wrong at my property, the place that I own, my name is on, the police had every right to sit there and investigate. And that's what the police did. So you need a complaint first. It's not even like with DV charges. The police have shown up. So there's a complaint written. It's the police report, everybody call it, incident report, whatever your area calls it, is written. So for every incident report, police report, complaint written, somebody has to go over it and make sure that if it's something there, we gotta follow up, or we gotta just say why we not following up. People think when you write a police report, they don't look at it. If they don't, your police agency is in the wrong, because every time you call the police and make that report or that statement or blah, 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 somebody should be looking at it, a second person for calls or no calls or saying we don't have enough, we not following through because we ain't got none. But if they got a little meat on the bone like that landlord, they couldn't just run up in there because he didn't live there. So what she did was she said, I'm gonna sit here and see what's going on at the house. And if it don't look too sketchy, I'm gonna keep it moving and blah blah. It is what it is. I believe, in my professional opinion, had there not been cars sitting on the lawn in that nice neighborhood, those kind of cars, and the person whose business name, because now we know that someone was in business name, he had warrants, name associated with that business, he had warrants. So had he not had warrants and had those cars not been on the lawn, she would have just went by, sat there, saw nothing, left, nothing here. But because we go by, we see Bentleys or whatever, all this. Why is an ambulance on the lawn? Now there's something fishy. Let me see. Because what I know in my 20-something odd years where I worked, I know most people caught cases started from stupid stuff like traffic stops. You ran a red light, you're speeding, and next thing you know, we done found the pow, we done found some bricks, we done found all kind of stuff. So now you got a whole list of felony cases because you ran a red light or you didn't stop at a stop sign or you were speeding. So that's what police work is about. And that's why most police don't put nothing on people, because if you did this, you would be back. Cause you ain't kosher. So you'll be back. So we ain't gotta do that here.
Okay, we got another one. IS in her court case, she is currently out on bond. I went over her arrest. And I think she got some extra charges added afterwards. I'll have to link that video because I can't remember right now off the top of
Yeah,
my
I
head.
can't remember what charges were. Yeah, it wasn't extra stalking charges.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Dennis said there was some sort of subpoena for Kayla's marriage certificate. Is he trying to get her in trouble on purpose?
Who knows?
I have mixed feelings about that because I didn't get why he had to do the live with the other gentleman that he did the live with. I didn't get that. And then one more, Dana J said he was sending DA a complaint on IS extortion claim. Well, he is the victim and he is the reason that she was arrested. So if he feel that she has violated her bond, go for it, Mr. Dana. That's
I have
your
a question.
business.
Will that work though if he do that? Y'all think?
If she's in violation, and maybe if he can show proof that she is in violation, maybe that's up to the judge. That's up to the judge.
Does she have because didn't her subscribers paid for her attorney? Am I mistaken in that?
Match.
I
Didn't
call it
match.
match lady.
In our opinion and how we came to it before, remember we set it up here before, it gave the appearance that Match loaned her the money and that's how they was getting it back.
Okay, so essentially they did, and so she is there an attorney of record that can we find, is there a way to find it out for Fulton County?
For who?
For her attorney, like her attorney.
Her what is it? She's in Clayton County.
Oh, Clayton. Okay, so
her attorney of record is the same guy who was sitting up there with her. It's still him.
Is that?
But that's because they don't. She applied for one, but that's because they don't. That case ain't moved since they added them charges. That was only since her release from on bond and the addition of the new charges. That's it. Nothing else has changed in her case. And when she got released on bond, she had applied for an appointed attorney. That's on there too. But it's still the same guy, because you can't just quit somebody's case. That's why a lot of people don't like going to court for somebody. So it's still him unless they give her a court appointed or he's stuck.
So, okay. I just have questions in regards to that, because I'm like, how, I don't wish anybody bad, but if she's out here doing the most, and I thought, and correct me if I'm wrong, Shan, if you got more charges added, shouldn't you be like rearranged on those new charges?
she hasn't been indicted yet. That's what we
Oh,
saying.
they
She just was
have.
arrested. She
Gotcha.
ain't been indicted. There's no indictment.
Well,
The thing about
maybe they waiting to indict her to throw her in with throw her. She might be that unindicted co-conspirator
Oh
on
Lord.
case. Maybe they're gonna
Yeah,
throw her
Buckwheat is
in.
Nesto. Okay. Ernest Williams is aka Buckwheat. Okay, the fact that Kayla knew these guys before the case and then had access to the meeting and privately discussing with Hilton. I think discussion with Hilton is sketchy. None of them are truly are trustworthy. Kayla was even a prosecutor. Gotcha, gotcha. Well, if that's true what Dennis is saying, I don't know because I didn't know that Dennis said it. I didn't hear him. Maybe they are looking into it. I know we do know this that Max is aware of what's going on. So I don't know if the defense would bring it before the judge. They may have already done so. I'm not sure. We just gotta wait and see how that play out.
but I will say this. It's all about the wording because are they subpoenaing the marriage license or the marriage certificate? Because from my research, there is no certificate.
Well, somebody said earlier in the chat, a few people said earlier in the chat that it's on X, both the certificate and the license, and they gave a date, a different date for the license. I forgot, I highlighted it, but I forgot to come back to that. So they said both documents are out there on X. So I have to go out there and look for them because I didn't have the license. I just had their certificate too. So I'll go out there and
No,
look
the
for 'em.
license. We got the license, not the certificate. And I gotta go look for it too because if not, my skills is rusty.
And Dennis is low key messy also. So throw his ass in there with that.
Dennis is
Because every
not
time,
low key messy. He high key
yes, he
messy,
is.
girl. He high key messy.
He's some type of messy because every time she get in trouble or get in some mess, his name always happen to come up also. And he can't wait for her to do something so he can get on live and get up there and stumble and slobber and fumble and tell his part of the story. You get on my
Hey,
damn
that
nerves.
girl.
Dennis is a woman scorn. Leave him alone.
Dennis went after Tasha K. It's a silver. Now he's going after Kayla. What's really going on? I don't know. I tried to say it nicely, but the panel won't let me be great. I don't know, guys, but this is why you do need to be careful though, seriously, because you can't expect for everybody to be on the same playing field as you. She know Dana is sitting there waiting on her to slip and fall and can't get up. And if it's true that he's going to go to the judge with these things that have been going on, I don't know how that's going to play out for her. That's why I didn't feel it was a good idea for her to keep talking about this on different platforms, her platform, period, because it could come back and hurt her because she's the one out on bond. And I don't know if those ladies know, her charges, know that she's out on bond. I don't know
Well,
what they know while they're up there advising her.
yeah, like when on. Okay, I didn't
Hey,
watch the.
Matt. Hey, James.
Can y'all hear me? Sorry, I
Yes.
didn't. I didn't know if I had my mute on. I didn't know. I didn't. I came in late, so I didn't. I didn't scroll back and watch the newest video that she put, the newest panel that she did. But the panel that she did on
Right.
Friday, that light bright lady's like, "Oh yeah, I'm going hard for you. I got her name all up in there, and all this." It's like what, and in her not saying, "Leave her
I'm on
alone."
papers, baby. I'm on the motherfucking papers.
Yeah, don't leave. Leave that alone. I don't. I can fight my battles for you. I appreciate y'all. Leave that alone. Let me handle this. With her, that's to me that's like harassment. That's what I'm saying. She likes to throw a rock, hide her hands, and let other people fight her battles for her, and that's not cool to me because you already on a stalking and whatever else related charge. You already out on that. Like, why you sitting here having your because that's to me that's like low key stalking too. You got your followers. You're basically giving the head nods for your followers to go and
Did
harass
you
this woman.
did you see that live she did with her daughter? Did you see that? She
I
was
saw some.
relevant. she was relishing in the way her daughter was talking to the audience.
Yeah, she was.
And now
she was just
somebody said earlier it
leading in the
reminded
back.
them of when she put her mom on there to cuss people out and put the voodoo on her. I think it was real. I forgot who the person was in the chat, but they referenced that too. Ain't this it right here?
Yeah, I think I was in her chat when she did that. Yeah, she did the same thing. And she does that a lot. Anytime anybody fighting her battles for her, she sit back and she just relishes in it. And then you see how conniving you could just see the knives coming out of her, the horns coming out of her head, the way she was relishing in the way Dallas was ostracizing her own chat, her own panel, her own chat, her own everybody. And she was just it was just glorious to her. And then she want to get online and cry today. Get the F out of here with
Well,
that
here go the
crap.
charges, y'all. If y'all can see it, I still had it over here in my in
Harassing
StreamYard.
phone. That could be something similar to that harassing phone. Conspiracy to commit. I think it was I can't remember what the full
Communication.
See, this sound like Rico to me.
Oh my God. They love the Rico in Georgia, I will say. Not to Dennis tell the love first. He told the person who she put the tag on the air card. Then Dennis repeated it. Yeah.
But you remember, she might be able to get a RICO because whoever the AirTag's name was in, it wasn't her. So that could be the
That's
unindicted
what I'm saying. Like,
co-conspirator.
That could be
Boom.
and
her daughter since she got so much to say.
I mean, the reason why I say go on there and just and play the listen, I would play the role. If I'm devious and I'm conniving, play the roles like, you know what, I wasn't trying to do that, so I don't want to talk about that. I'd like to talk about the YSL case, and play the role and get the cash apps. I mean, she.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Teresa,
like,
I can see that, Teresa.
this sound like, when if your subscribers come on the channel and say, yeah, 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 I'm over there. I got her name all up over on Twitter or X or whatever it is. Um, I'm going to bat for you, and you're not telling them stand down, stand down. That's to me, that's a conspiracy. We don't know what you're doing in the back chat, and then her mods are controlling her mods, and her subscribers are basically telling her, don't go on there, don't do this instead, do this.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, we have another one. What is Sylvia talking about in regards to a car accident? So I was trying to piece that together too. It sounded like maybe Kayla was scared about some type of car incident. I don't know what the T was behind it. And she was stating that she was calling her late, saying that she was scared and continually talking about this car accident. I'm not sure what car accidents they were talking about. I would love to know more about that as well because she didn't really go into detail. So Dana J filed in Fulton County for a large amount of money. What's going on with Dana J? Aries is laughing. I think they are subpoenaing visitor laws at the jail. The certificate is available on Harris County, Texas website. We have the certificate, but they said it's a license. Yes, thank y'all so much. I saw somebody put September 2024, just a few comments up. So Shan, they said it's September 2024 is when the license uh date, okay? Shan say she's slipping. Well, the judge called both of them to the altar. They said they looked like they was going to divorce court, go Roro.
They look like like your drunk auntie and uncle who they always fighting. They
If I'm
always
not
fight.
mistaken, the license was not filed until September because it was
That's what they're
received on.
saying. That's what they're
But it's the
saying.
license. We need a certificate. You're not married till you got that certificate.
Oh, I thought we had the certificate. They talking about the license.
Oh,
I
we
thought it
got a
was
license.
okay. It's all sad to be doing this mess while these innocent men are fighting for their freedom. And that's true, Terry. And we mentioned that a few times throughout this live because the focus really should be on them, not these negative distractions. So I definitely agree with you.
That's what I don't. That's what I don't get about this whole thing. Like, okay, well, number one, let me say, I really do think like Thug
he
should have
talking
held out.
about he talking about that Jamaican restaurant they be going to in the mall. L. Sorry, Vicky.
No, I was gonna say I think Thug should have held out. I mean, he might have something might have happened with the, you know, the narcotics and the weapons, but I don't know. But they were just found in his house, so I don't know. But as far as the other stuff, like I think he, I still do feel. I don't know if he. I know the judge said something about appeal. I don't know anything about that. I would be if I felt like the jury is heading towards a acquittal or whatever, because the way that they're presenting, the way they're still trying to collaborate evidence and turn over evidence, and the hearing that I watched on Friday, it seemed like the judge is fed up too with how they're presenting the evidence.
Yeah, they're trying to add things as they go that wasn't even presented to the grand jury. You know, like she said, y'all trying the case as you go. There's things that she said no to. They're trying to slip in. They're being real shady. They're being real shady. But in a minute, every defendant that has a case in Fulton County is going to require a restraining order against Angelica. Okay, she is a menace. And someone did mention earlier that she is all throughout Nesto's case. We mean on the document. So when people saying we are exaggerating things, we can't be. We can't be exaggerating court documents. We seen her getting called to the front of the courtroom. We can't exaggerate what I have up here on the screen. Like that's to me, if that's exaggeration, then baby, I don't know. You know, I don't know what I'm describing because I try to stay low key in my business. I ain't trying to deal with them folks.
No, I don't. I don't want to be a part of the case, and it like seems like well, it is not seems like it is like every case she has been involved in, she has made herself the center, like a center point at one time. Getting arrested at the R. Kelly trial, going to court on Nesto's. Well, not no, I'm sorry, going to go visit Nesto and becoming acquaintances with his mistress, his what is he, his new queen of the South. Um, YSL meeting up with the main defendant's girlfriend and his daddy. Apparently, his daddy buying her equipment so she can film and playing it off and praying all with them and all that stuff. It's too much. At what point do you just say like, I'm gonna go work at Verizon?
Well, my thing too is if she's really there for what she keeps saying that she's there for, she wants to see the boys get justice. She want them to have a fair trial. She's showing the things they do not want us to see. She wants them to win, right? Why go there and be a distraction? You know, if that's what you're really there for, then do that. I don't get why she's always in something and why she all up and down these people court documents, okay? And thank you, Glorious, for becoming a member. She keeps crossing Dennis and ain't, and I think she said Dennis ain't the one.
Well, maybe she causing all this drama so she can go on live and make money since she ain't got no job and she can't go to the courthouse no more. Maybe this is her way of
Go. She just be in the media room.
Yeah, but that ain't how she like to do it. She like to be up close and personal and film the back of Dennis' head from time to time. But just so she can stay close to him. But maybe this is one way of her trying to maybe she's creating this drama just so she could do a live to make some money. That's the only thing that I can make sense out of it, because it just looks plain stupid. It makes you look stupid. It makes Kayla look stupid. The whole thing is just plain stupid and a bunch of nothing burger in my opinion.
Okay, so they were saying that Kayla was in one of the cars that's in the trial. Okay, I gotta find out some more tea about that. Where can I go at, y'all? The boys were in an accident on their way to court. Sort of believe the beehive. Chris, SB was in a car accident. Okay, so Kayla is a personal injury attorney. SB was in a car accident. I'm trying to put it together. FF5. Hello. Hey, Sha Diggity. Sha Diggy. It's Sha Diggy. Something about some guy called his lawyer on an alleged burner phone, I think, and Sylvia made reference to it. Her audience apparently thought it was Kayla. Hey, Amina, on the way to court. So basically, she dry snitching. And again, she'll say she didn't tell nobody. She's not saying anything. Yeah, I
Well, if
think
they're talking,
everybody need to be careful. Go ahead. Go ahead.
if they're talking about the accident, remember there was an accident where they always took to the hospital, and they, oh, excuse me, nothing was wrong with them after court one day. The bus, the Fulton County bus, was in an accident.
Okay.
Kayla wasn't in an accident. The
Okay.
bus was in an accident. And
Okay.
it was all the inmates on the bus was in an accident, so they had to take them all, not just them. Everybody in court that day was on the bus. So they got to take them to get checked out at the hospital just to make sure they're okay. And they said everybody was okay the next day in court. So maybe she was going. I mean, she could be a man personal injury attorney
That's what
allegedly.
I'm trying to connect it. Y'all know I'm trying to connect it, but I'm gonna have to keep. I have to see what's up with that. Dennis was they was in an Airbnb. What you mean? Not in a hotel.
Also, too,
They was
y'all.
in an Airbnb. Go ahead.
Didn't somebody say that she liked the lead, that she was attracted to the lead? Silverback was.
I don't know.
I thought I
Girl,
heard
who
that
she
last
ain't
night.
attracted to? She need a man because she be when she get on the phone talking to them, she be hi.
Oh,
Well,
that was in that
no.
other chat I was in last night. Somebody said that she was
Okay.
attracted to the lead.
Okay. No, I hadn't seen that in my chat yet. Y'all see who she hanging with? Who she hanging with?
Sonya.
Yeah. Yeah, they on the one I just put together, I hadn't uploaded it yet because I figured y'all had enough for me and members. They was going to lunch. I may have uploaded that one. I don't know. Hell, I don't
Now
so
you
much.
uploaded it because I put on there. I bet she didn't pay for it because remember Sonya said it was her birthday and
It
her
was.
and her and that Silverback was supposed to go to lunch, and I said I bet you $5 she didn't buy that girl lunch for her birthday. I digress.
Thank you. It is the license too because the reverend who married them signed it. They pulled the info from the county records with all signatures. You don't have to sign a certificate. Okay, so we got to go find that one. We don't have that document, but we'll get it. I'll put the legal department on it.
That's the license. The license is that way. The license is that way. You don't have to. Texas is a state where you can sign your
Is it who went out?
That was Shane. She was talking.
Okay.
Shane.
Okay. Well, the person that's speaking now, I said what I said, has been married a few times and she is in Texas. So do you know anything about these virtual marriages? I said what I said.
Now, just because I've been married a few times do not mean I know anything about virgin. And hell, I got married back in 52. I don't know. They
Oh
didn't
my
have virgin.
God, 52.
You know I'm just exaggerating. I wasn't even
I
born in
just want to
52.
know. I just want to
No,
know from a Texan.
I wasn't born in 52. But yeah, I heard that last night too, that they had a virtuous marriage, a virtual marriage.
Can I?
And you know, since COVID came along, who knows what you can do virtual? You know, everything is virtual now since COVID came along. Go ahead, Vicky.
I,
I'm sorry.
I missed it. Did I heard something, but I didn't quite hear all of it. Does she have a crush on lead attorney?
I don't know. I wasn't in that chat. She was
Well, that's what
asking a
the chat
question.
had said last night. But who isn't like Lady T Bug said? Who do she not have a crush on? She probably got one on Woody, allegedly.
I'm trying to get y'all. Let's be clear. It's not be mad. Sylvia trying to get paid. Listen, she can get her money. We not trying to stop her coin.
Ain't nobody trying to stop her from getting money. I'm promoting her to get money. Like that's why I said go on. You know, if you willing to crash out like this, go crash out on lead attorney.
Yeah,
At
get
least
your money.
At least the cash apps will come in. At least he's got a wide audience that may feel sorry for you and give you a little bit of coin.
Yes, what you mean? Dennis was mad about that thing.
About what thing?
The red dress in the Airbnb in the
Oh Lord.
in the three chicken wings.
Did he? I mean, what did he get any return on investment? That's what I want to know.
She can get her
Well,
money.
he
No,
act
I'm
like he got some
Cause I'm definitely
return
gonna
and
clock in
he
on my
ready to
job and
return
get my
again.
coin.
I'm talking. You know what I'm talking about? Return on
No, I'm talking
investment.
about this same person that keep talking about her getting her money. We not even talking
Oh,
about no money. I
oh.
mean, where you were
And how
saying
can
that
we
she went
stop
on
her
the
money
lead.
anyway?
I know you said that she went
But
on
how
the
can we
lead.
stop her money? But how can we stop her money? We can't stop her money. That's her money. It ain't got nothing to do with us.
She has
And
a
yeah, Vicky,
she.
he probably got some return and waiting to return again. In my opinion, the way he be acting.
He act like it because the way that though the way they huffed and puffed up to that podium and the way and she tried to get away from him. I don't listen.
Okay. I'm 51 years old, and I know from my limited experience, anybody can be messy at any given time, baby. You should have learned that in kindergarten
Right.
when they said that you stole the crayon, okay, or you was coloring in the wrong color. I got a crush on the lead. I like the way he cuss. Okay, a lot of people like the lead. Virtuous marriage too, cause they can't consummate it. Okay, you heard it's legal. Yes, I was in her bushes and heard her sub say she had a crush. Okay, so that's true. I said what I said.
Yeah, I thought I heard
Yeah.
somebody had
Oh,
said that,
got you, got you. Thank you for
but yeah.
correcting.
Yeah, I thought somebody put it in in one of those chats that I was in. Now, keep in mind, I wasn't in her chat, but whoever said that, they must have been in the same chat that I was in last night. But I did hear that that she had a crush on him, and it could have been this earlier today. I don't really know because hey, time going together
Yeah,
for them.
they all go together, especially when a lot of us talking
Yeah,
about the same thing. So you
yeah.
sometimes you
When
do
you're on
forget.
these
That's why
different
I'm like,
channels, yeah, you get kind of confused of who said what, and so. And then also you try not to mention other people's name, on other people's channels. So I can't do it anyway because I don't remember who chat I was in, but I do remember seeing that because I was like, Lord have mercy, who this lady don't want.
I just think she's a she has okay.
yeah,
I don't
thank you, hallelujah. Go ahead.
I don't think she's an ugly woman. I'm gonna say this. I think she has an ugly woman's complex though. I'm gonna say that because she does clean up nice, and she when she does her hair, she looks nice, and when but she has an ugly woman's complex. Like it, I'm trying to say it so nice. She has an ugly woman's complex where it comes to she's jealous and kind of envious of women who might, who are slimmer than her, who do better than her, who have more money than her, who had, I noticed that she jumped out and she was sitting in one spot when Dallas was standing over her shoulder cussing out her chat. Then she moved to her closet, started eating pistachios. I mean, it was kind of like she was copying Kayla. Like Kayla's younger, more successful, obviously has some sort of man. Whether the man is in jail or not. Um, those are things that Sylvia can't grasp, and I don't think that she is ready to have any of that stuff. She's not ready to have success yet. Let's just put it that way. And because of the complex that I believe that she has, she's just gonna have an envious spirit, and you keep having that envious spirit. Is nothing good is gonna come from it. You could keep touting the Lord and saying praise the Lord this and praise the Lord that, but God knows your heart, and God knows that you faking the funk. So I don't, like I said, I don't think she's an ugly woman. I think she just has an ugly woman's complex. She just doesn't like and will backstab anyone who she thinks is prettier than her or better than her.
Well,
I
And they
got
I
a
may
think
not
question
she's
even
for
be better than
y'all.
her.
I got a
I think
question for
she's
y'all. Is she
greedy,
an
and I
only
think she's
child?
thirsty.
You sound kind of low, Shan.
That's because I switched to this app listening to Vicky. Some of the app work better.
Are you on an iPhone?
Yeah.
What? Okay, so what kind of headset you got on?
AirPods.
Oh, that AirPods suck. Sorry, boo.
I
I knew I
cannot.
should have stayed
Well,
where I
sorry.
Listen,
was. Let me
listen,
switch
on me.
over. Can y'all hear me though? I had a question.
We can barely hear you, girl.
I can hear.
Girl,
I can hear
take
it
the
just fine.
earpods out.
Go get some real headphones.
Well, let
Go
me just
ahead.
say
Let's
this,
see. We'll
Vicky.
be quiet. We'll be quiet. Go.
Yeah. Well, let me just say this. I think she's
Come on,
thirsty,
I don't know.
and I think she's greedy, and it's gonna always get her in trouble.
Okay.
Hold
Shan, can
on.
you?
Let me take them out.
Yeah, Kayla needs some intervention.
I don't know why people buy them iPods, them earpods. Them things suck.
They probably fine for talking on the phone. It's just this right here.
Can you hear
The
me?
app,
Yep, we can
yes.
hear
Can
you
y'all hear
better
me?
this time. Yes.
Oh, cause I should have stayed where I was at listening to Vicky. But anyway, I was wondering if she an only child. Do we know if she an only child?
No, not from
No,
what
she said she
she
had a
said
sister.
happened.
Remember, she said she had a sister.
Cause I was wondering if she think maybe she feel like she was overlooked or something as a kid or something. Cause sometimes people when you had childhood issues as an adult, that stuff still follow you. Cause to me, it's weird watching her. It's weird when I watch somebody our age and beyond that is like always victim. Oh, woe is me. And people are always bothering me because in our day, wasn't it sucking up buttercup? Go
Yeah, I
out there
tell
and
y'all
slang
that
on
all the
folk.
time. Especially at your big grown age now. Like I forgot somebody said they're 51 in the chat. At 51 now, we should know better. You should know how to move. You should know how to
I thought
conduct
she was like
yourself.
Wait,
58.
she's
I
only
thought she was like
51.
50.
No, somebody
So,
in the chat said they were 51 and they've learned
oh,
over
okay.
time about people being messy. And I said I was referring to that person. I don't know how old
I thought she was
Angelica
like
is.
57 or something like that, or right?
Now, I thought she was about 58. Somebody said 62 a while ago, but I know that's too old.
She ain't in her
But it,
60s.
but nevertheless, if you're half a century, your ass don't need to be acting like this.
Yeah, you
Regardless
should
of
know
50,
better.
whatever 50 she is, it's too old to be acting like this, to be acting like a kid, and to be influencing your kid to act horribly in public like that. Like I said, you're
Thank
all
you,
you're doing
Shanti.
is lessening your kid a chance to be somebody's wife and mother. Is what is. I mean, she could be somebody's mom, but the pop may not want to go walk down the aisle with her because of the attitude that you done instilled her to have.
That's what I'm saying. Like okay, anybody could become a mama. Um, and you could easily get pregnant. But I'm talking when I say you're gonna be a single mama, I'm talking about you didn't, you a smash and grab. Somebody done tossed you up and they done with you. And you pregnant now. With that kind of attitude, a lot of men don't want to hear all like, because that's what she sounds like. She gives it. She pops off, and she the type that clap her hands when she go off, and yeah, to
Hey,
enunciate
Big Pony.
every single syllable. That's what she gives off to me. So a lot of men don't. A lot of men, I don't want to deal with it. I mean, a lot of people don't want to hear that. So I just think if she's a Christian, I'm talking about the mama. And I understand Dallas says she ain't no Christian. She cuss and she does all kinds of stuff on her channel. And that's her right to do so. But why not show that you're coaching your daughter to go in a better direction, but she is choosing to do that. But she's just sitting back and watching her and giggling and laughing and allowing her daughter to fight her battles for her. That's not that is not good. That's not good form. I'm sorry. It just isn't. You are still a mother regardless of whatever the age is. You don't just let them run free. Oh, well, she's a grown up. She can do whatever she wants. No, grown up or not, if you see your child or someone who's close to a child, niece, nephew, whatever, you see them like acting out of character or seeing them they have behavior that can get them in trouble, future, or get them knocked the hell out because you run up on the wrong person with that kind of attitude. They don't care about you, they don't care about you being
Hmm.
small or petite. They will knock you the fuck out. And I'm talking about men too. Men, men are some men couldn't consider themselves
Oh,
feminists, equal lefts and equal rights. So I just don't think it's good. It's good form to be letting your daughter just sit up there and cuss your subscribers out.
I mean,
People who,
that's I'm saying her daughter's getting in trouble behind this stuff, and I don't think it's fair for a mom to do that. I'm sorry. She said her mother had a baby by her father. Ooh, maybe that's your answer,
Sylvia said that.
Chin.
Sylvia said that about her mother.
Okay,
Said that
maybe that's Chin's answer.
yeah, Sylvia said that her mom had a baby by her dad, by her grandfather.
Oh
And but she didn't
wow.
never say if it was her or her sister. We didn't never really know. But at the end of the day, I just want to get back to this disrespect. If I would have been cussing like that in front of my mom, no matter how old I am, my mom would have probably knocked the cowboy crap out of me, and I wouldn't even been brave enough to even be talking like that in front of my mom. And less known, uh, felt good about talking like that in front of my mother. There's no way I would have been cursing like that in front of my mom,
And I
no
just
matter if
think
I was
that
taking
the
up for her or
person,
not.
right, and I just think the person said that because of her mom, Angelica, saying that she had a grandchild on the way, even though it is a rude question that you don't ask people if they're pregnant or not. But I think that's why she asked. But
baby, when I had gained my weight and I got up to like 150 pounds, people was asking me all the time, "Oh, he finally got you pregnant, huh?" And I was just like, "No, I'm just fat." You don't ask people. You don't ask
yeah,
people if
that's
you
why
don't
like
know.
I think it was a rude question. It didn't deserve the response because I felt like it came from something that your mom said. So maybe they were going to follow up with congratulations or just wanted to be sure this was the right person. I don't know, but I don't think that the outrage called for that. I just didn't.
Maybe that
Vicky
was a
always
money
got to be
grab.
nice. Y'all know Vicky got to be nice. Her
What did
daughter
I
went to
say?
her daughter went to jail for fighting IS husband, like mother, like daughter. Y'all giving me the
Wait a
damn tea.
minute. What? What? When did that happen?
She way too young to be cursing in front of her mother. I'm twice her age, and I just started getting a little crump, but rarely, Charles. I'm a Leo. It may come out anywhere.
What? Hey, what you mean? I'm the same way. I'm twice her, close to twice her age, and I just, I still back off a little bit. Because I don't know how far my mama will let me go. Because my mama will still slap the hell out of me.
I'm not your little friend. I'm not your little
Right.
friend.
Like my mama would have slapped the crap out of me, no matter how old we were. We respected her. We didn't. If we did curse, we said excuse me. And it wasn't no more than one word.
Now I will say this: I do like my mom. Y'all have seen most of y'all have seen. Some of y'all have seen my mama. She does have men hit on her pretty frequently, and her and Sylvia are very like probably the same age. And my mom is an attractive woman. I will go to hell off if men disrespect her, because I got to be fighting. I got to stick up for my stepdaddy, and I got to fight for my mama's honor. So I do turn
No.
up then.
Her daughter went to jail in 2020 or 2021 domestic violence on IS husband. And that probably and I'm not trying to be mean, when I say this, because we about to wrap it up. I need to come back and talk to Nesto because Nesto told me in the call that I'm doing too much. I ain't been talking about him lately. But it probably something that she manipulated, right? Because why is your kid in your marriage business, right? So I bet you it was allegedly something that she was in the middle of because her daughter don't seem to have can't think on her own, right? Because she should have known she was wrong for what she was doing, because that's your mom bread and butter, right? So your mom is the one that need these YouTube checks, right? I don't know where Dallas works at, whatever what her career is, but I mean, I wouldn't come on my job acting a fool unless I know I had some coins saved up or I had another job lined up.
Right, it's my last day, and I'm going like I don't know if you ever seen that movie Half Baked. It's like F you, F you, F you. I'm out. You cool, and I quit this mother. Like you don't do that. You don't turn away your audience because if somebody just happens to click on, you supposed to be this Christian woman, and all I hear is yo big fat ass, and I bet you ain't changed your drawers. Like, oh my goodness.
As your
I
mom sit up here and beg for money for internet and everything else, but you want to talk about somebody else.
wait. I didn't hear that part. What you mean? She
Who, me?
no. She said she went into the closet because she was. Mm, okay. Okay.
Even the day she went in the closet, it was because her daughter was telling her to be quiet. Oh, it's like she let her control her and tell her what to do. So now she's doing lives in a closet. Where's her dad? Where's Dallas dad? I just, not
Mm.
to be funny,
That's
I'm
what I
just
wanted to
saying that
ask.
somebody need to be a parent, you know what I mean, and correct the wrong
Yeah.
and try to
It's too
steer
late
them
now. Shit.
in
They
the
want
right
somebody to
way.
get married.
I'm just saying.
It ain't too late.
Okay,
I
she
mean,
just does makeup. Okay, full time. I'm working tonight, so I could drop into the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Miss E. I'm 60, and yeah, and don't curse in front of my elders. Great dialogue and panelists. Thank you, Ty. Thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know. I just don't know.
so
It's weird.
Well,
Go
in
ahead.
my
so
experience, with my experience and with people and kids and everybody that I done raised in the family, you don't reach them before they get 9 or 10. I feel like it's too late, and even 9 or 10 is kind of late. You got to catch kids when they like 4 or 5 years old to make them have respect for you. Because if you just let them get away with any and everything, by the time they get 9 or 10, you can't tell that kid nothing, especially not this day and time, because they real. Some of them have periods at 8, so
can
you
I
better try to get a hold of them.
can I ask a
Yeah, go
question?
go Roro, Vicky and I said what I said. They were over there.
Yeah,
They were fans. They were on the panels. They
baby,
were great. They were great subs until they weren't. So I get it.
she
Dishing
had
out
me.
money.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, she had me kind of like and I thought, and then that whole switch up with Nesta. I'm like, oh, okay. And I still don't like talking about. I don't like talking about people like who don't. I don't necessarily know that well, but this past year has given me a lot of clarity and insight. I'm like, oh, this bitch taking some shit. Sorry. Um, but I do have a question for Teresa. Was she says still her and her daughter they both jumped her husband and he was deported.
Poor
That's
Ronald.
I mean, was he like harming her or what's I want to know more. I don't know this stuff. My goodness, this is y'all giving me the tea.
Yeah, I appreciate it too because I did not know. Because I only cover like when it's something. I don't usually cover other content creators, but she made herself the content. And like when she's in court or she get arrested, or she's in these court documents, is normally when I'll talk about her. I don't make it a practice
Why
to
is that
speak
right?
on
They
her.
beat him up and he gotta go. I don't
Hey,
understand.
the orange man said he got to go any damn way. So okay. Oh, so that is why Ronald got out of Dodge. He may find him another
Well,
mail order bride.
well, you know what? I mean, that's not always true though. So if you can prove that you were like a victim and you being assaulted, you could there's some sort of immigration thing that you can file that you like under duress or something that you can so that way you can stay in the country.
Do
Ronald
you
should
know the
have.
new laws?
I don't know the new
Well,
laws.
baby, that ain't
They
gonna
haven't
hold
gone
true.
into.
After January 25th, ain't nobody January 20th, everybody that ain't born here naturally, we're gonna have to holler at them,
Well, I know.
unfortunately.
I know. He said. Well, yeah. And
So y'all better
I,
get y'all
I,
some stamps and some books and some addresses so y'all can write y'all friends because they're gonna have to go.
I ain't, okay.
I
I ain't got. I
peeped
ain't,
that. It was funny to me. Sylvia's going down infamy. Listen, y'all, it's been fun, but I'm gonna wrap it up. Y'all drop y'all last thoughts down in the chat, and panelists, y'all jump on with y'all last thoughts. I thought Shan came back, but she's been on mute, so I don't know.
I'll give my last thought. As far as this host, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna scroll back and listen to what her new video said. Like, I guess that must have been either today or yesterday that she dropped that. I'll listen to that. But
Oh,
did listen to I watched most of the one on Friday. Not all of it. Until that drunk lady got on, it was too much. Um, it's just I'm gonna keep saying it until it happens, and it may not even happen. She needs to just go get a job. Like, I understand she got used to the comfort and the cushiness of being a kept woman, because that's what she is, a kept woman by her subscribers and her members. But we in a recession, so things ain't like they used to be. Okay, I'm just saying the price of things are high. Uh, can't nobody afford it unless we finally am claiming you on my taxes. No, ain't no way I'm as a subscriber I continue to send you and pay for you like this. So she needs to stop blocking her blessings. If you're gonna be a messy content creator, just go all the way in and like just be a messy content creator and stop using the Lord's name in vain. As far as Kayla goes, um, that's her business. If
we'll
she
just see
wanna
how it play out. We'll see how it play out.
if she wanna marry the boy or the man who's locked up, for unaliving somebody, and it look like he might get off. I don't, because it sound the way they presented the evidence sound like they didn't do that stuff. Sound like it was they didn't. It sound like they didn't do that stuff. Um, the probation thing. Last thing. I just wish Thug would have held out. If he would have held out, and I wonder if there's some sort of thing that he can do, if he can appeal his plea conviction or something. I wish he could hold out, because the jury sound like they tired and they're ready to go home, and they want to let them boys off. And as always, thank you, lovely ladies, for talking to me and conversing with me. Um, all your new subscribers, hello, welcome. This is a friendly environment. Please don't come in here with drama. Nobody,
No, we don't
nobody's
have
gonna,
fun.
yeah, nobody's gonna hold your opinion against you unless you come in here and start some mess. Now she didn't already cussed out one person. She is a Florida lady, and she will give you a good old nasty Florida cuss out.
I
And
forgot to say thank you at the end. Darn it.
but good night, y'all.
Go ahead. I said what I said. Shan still have us on mute, so I'm not sure she's gonna.
Okay.
Oh, there she go. Go ahead. I said what I said. And then
I don't have
Shan's
nothing
next.
for y'all. I have
You don't got
nothing for
nothing.
y'all. No, I have nothing because we didn't seen it. What is there to say? A damn disgrace. That's what I got.
Thank you. I said what I said. She put herself back on mute, so she
Hold
dropped
on
the
a second.
damn mic, baby. Go
All
ahead,
right.
Shan.
First, Miss Kayla. Miss Kayla. Um, I nothing I've heard so far. Anybody can give me any dates that coincide with stuff that makes her wrong. So I'm gonna reserve that judgment till I get actual dates, because this thing is tricky. And as long as everybody already approved who knew about the situation, it don't matter to nobody else about that, because that's her personal and professional life. But she got to understand too, just like Angelica, when you jump on here online and do all this stuff publicly, you open yourself up for stuff like this too. So that was not smart for you to do that, and you opening yourself up for the public scrutiny. Then, Miss Angelica, I really hope Dana J didn't take this to your judge, because if he did, you going to jail, because you didn't get charged for a crime, but you did break the law because you have attempted extortion, whether it's a catch and kill, whatever you want to call it. You attempted extortion, ma'am. So yeah, that might not be so. And looking at the charges and the names again, you definitely harassed somebody by phone again, and you definitely committed conspiracy again.
Oh,
So communications conspiracy again. So that wasn't smart. Like, I need for you to find some real lawyer friends and like keep them in your back pocket and just be friendly with them and say, "Hey, girl," and go, "Let's go to lunch," and all that. because you're gonna need to be calling them to get real advice. Because there's people that come up telling you how they feel, not how it is. Because how we feel and how it really is don't always line up. So I just hope, Sylvia, you don't land back in jail, because I heard y'all jails down there ain't too nice. But so steer clear and trying to make your money, because if you wasn't so entangled in it, you could have went on lead and got your money up.
That's what I'm saying, Shan.
Yeah, but now she can't go incriminate herself, so you got to watch out for that. So she'd have been able to get her money up. That's all I got to say is she is actually her worst downfall, because she's hurting her money. Nobody else is hurting her money. She's hurting her money, because had she not dropped that video, she would have been fine just coming on and saying, I've been accused or something, just not dropping that particular video, because there's so much evidence in that video of a crime, allegedly of a crime. So you just like your worst nightmare. Like you, like Lady T says, you keep making yourself the content, sis.
Yeah,
Stop
like
it. Stop it. Like you tell a kid, stop it.
Hush. Hush.
Good
She
night,
need
y'all.
a good pop on the behind, and good night.
Right.
Good night. Good night. I'm gonna read some of y'all comments on our way out. That's why IS daughter went to jail, because they saw the bruises on him and he did not fight back. And maybe he just decided just to go back, right? Maybe he wasn't deported. No, I just imagine Silver being attracted. Yeah, he married to be in the US. Yes, look up Michael and Angela on 90 Day Fiance. He was abused and got all her assets. Okay, my girl L said, I don't know if she do 90 Day Fiance or Love is Blind. I think it's Love is Blind. She is a content creator here on YouTube. She does one of the shows. So I'm sure she's familiar with Micah and Angela. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I definitely think they are both playing in our faces. Bible Lady is using God, and Kayla is loving the attention. Thank you, Miss E. Thank you so much, PW. Awesome visit on the porch, ladies. Right. I'm done supporting her. I always thought people were picking on her, but now I see exactly what they mean. She manipulates people with the soft voice, but does a lot of reckless, unethical stuff. And I think that's just the point right there that we are trying to make. I hope that she doesn't go back to jail, but if she do, I'm going to talk about it. But she just needs to take a look in the mirror. Hey, Catherine. Both of these ladies are trustworthy. They are big liars, scammers, snake clout chasers, and you use and hurt others, not beautiful on the inside or outside, mentally unstable, need God. All right, Catherine. I think Kayla probably represents Shannon in something. She may have married him so he could come live with her. Ooh, when he gets out on parole or probation, or she doesn't want to testify in court. Now, that's something to think about. That's all I know is drama. Nobody got hurt, right? Just a few crash dummies. Oh my God. All right, y'all. I'm trying to. Oh, there go L. Her lives can and will be used against her in a court of law. And that's we see her lives, y'all. Time stamp in the Nesto case. Not one or two. Okay. It's a whole damn page. Shout out to all the vets. Yes, once again, thanks for your service, vets. Safe to say, Dana did take it to the judge. Oh, man. Thank you, Marlene. I found your channel about a week ago. I am in the DMV. ATL is interesting. I know it is not only ATL, however, the county, state, DA office need to be found liable with their force, please. I agree. I agree. Hey, Simple Todd, my Florida sister. She in Duval. I'm in Leon County. Found your channel from on One Pap, and I did watch your live. Thank you for being here. You probably can hear the Florida in my voice. Aries, yes, if only one of the things. One, she doesn't want to testify in court. Two, she to move him into the house in Texas after parole. Three, she's representing him in a case. And four, her baby daddy. What you mean? What you mean, her baby daddy? If Kayla is married to Shannon and knows something, I don't think they can force her to testify if she marries him. I believe it all. They say they believe you all. What you then it's definitely going to call Fannie Mae. I am not calling her Fannie. He has been waiting to tell on Silverback. Yeah, y'all know he had her removed from court, right? Dana is watching her. That's why if I was her, I wouldn't give him the ammo to come after me. I figure L. All right, y'all. I'm about to let y'all go. I may come back and talk about Nesto, child. I can't get out of Georgia. Good night, everyone. And thank y'all so much. And then again, thanks to the vets for your service. Oh, I'm glad I kept going. $4.99. A little love from the crew. Thank you so much, big homie. Appreciate it. I'll put that to award some documents. He may be her baby daddy. Maybe they were together and got back together because Kayla had a boyfriend and Shannon had a fiance. They got back together, so it may just be real love. They say if it come back, it gotta be real love, right? Let it go and see if it come back to you. All right, y'all. Bye. All right, Dana hates her guts. Good night, y'all. I may come back for Nesto. See if I can get my second wind in. All right. Thank you, sis. One pound for the $5. Good night, y'all. Bye.